Happy St. Patrick's Day. In unison. How about that? That wasn't even planned, everybody. Welcome. St. Patrick's Day happy hour. How great is this? An hour early?
An hour earlier, and I was like raring to go. Like I was even in the seat 10 minutes. Usually it's a hairball like flying through the house trying to
and it's not just
a little tumbleweed trying to like make it to the seat on time.
I barely made it back from the bar in time, but here we are, and it is St. Patrick's Day. This is so great.
I know.
We got friends in the house already. Bill Becker's here. Salancha, Bill, and Wendy. Happy St. Patrick's Day. William Gilkey, great to see you. Russ D. Eric C. Man, Canadian Chris is here. Look at we're going international with our St. Patrick's Day festivities already. This is fantastic. Well, just to start,
I was gonna say, I mean, we know everybody that's online right now, but in case you're watching this later, I'm Julie.
Oh, I'm Phil. Welcome to the Bourbon Van.
Yeah. Just in case, we'll get that out of the way.
Jeff Perkins is here. Wendell Wilson's in the house. Ruby Hart 921. What a crew. What a great crew so far.
I'm happy. I love St. Patrick's Day.
Me too.
I will say one of the biggest disappointments moving to the Pacific Northwest is their lack of enthusiasm to celebrate just in general holidays. Yeah. But
where's the party at?
I know, but coming from Chicago, I mean, we ramp it up over there. And what do I got?
You got your hair is ramping it up. It's it's an exciting day for everybody, I guess.
But we used to like do it up, parades and day drinking,
morning drinking, breakfast drinking.
Breakfast drinking and all the things. We were probably less responsible then, but that's okay.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Who else is here? Escobar Style is here. Welcome. Nicholas G. Monstrous. I always say monstrous, and it's not right, but I like it either way.
Yeah.
Nick and Bonnie in Florida. Welcome. We got a couple of people from Florida in here already. Johnny 5 is here with some Redbreast 12-year cask strength in the glass for this Irishman.
You have to get the cask strength.
Right. Yeah. DK Tucker's in the house. Chicago is all about the parades. Our heritage. I don't know.
Not Irish.
Well, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we're just kind of a messy background, to be completely honest.
We haven't 23andMe'd ourselves.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to. I think, there's not much to. There's not much to know. I'm just excited to be a part of whatever is going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about
a pale American?
That's not very nice.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was funny though.
But welcome to Paul M. and Sir Sparkalot is here. Evening or afternoon? It's afternoon here. It's 4:00.
4:00. We're
time
at the
for
perfect
a drink.
Happy hour. Yeah.
So we got beers going here, but we don't.
Yeah.
Sláinte. How about there? We start with that.
I've been practicing how to say it because that's the worst when you try to say something correctly.
You just want to be a part of the scene. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but a big thank you to all of those who definitely know that they have Irish in them or who are actually Irish. Thank you for sharing your day with the rest of us, whether we are Irish or not, or don't even realize that we are. So David Z is here from Maine. Cheers from Maine.
Cheers.
Wendy Becker, Waterford to start. I am going to keep a close eye on Bill and Wendy Becker tonight.
I feel like they're going to be on fire with some good comments.
Hey, and I want to track their whiskey consumption. I'm very curious to know exactly what they're going to get into, because if anybody knows Irish whiskey, it's those two.
Yeah. I also want to point out that I have a full glass of water to the left.
You came prepared.
Of course. Norman the cat jumped up and it has now proceeded to drink at least a quarter of it.
He's a thirsty cat, man. He really got after that water.
Silly old man.
Silly old man. Escobar Style says he just picked up a Russell's 13, but he's on dry March. Well,
oh no, dry March.
Talk about something to look forward to.
I've never heard of a dry March before.
Right.
It's March. Yeah, March Madness.
Who knows? That's a tough month to go dry for.
Yeah. But
Eric C.
all those good bottles are waiting for you. Maybe that's like the thing to do. We get, you have all these bottles sitting around and you don't really think anything of it. But if you go without, and you're more pumped to drink them.
Right.
Not that we're ever not pumped to drink, but yeah.
Ruby Hart says she's having her very first Irish whiskey right now in this moment.
Sweet.
There you go. Bushmills Black Bush from Montreal, Quebec for Paul M. That sounds great. Green Spot for Bill. Guinness is calling. Yeah, have a stout. Why not? Mix it up. Zach DL got a Green Spot. Green Spot, very popular. Health reasons, 43 years old, body's hating me now.
Yeah, I feel that all the time.
We're right there with you. Yeah. We're going to do this channel right up until the very end. It might be a couple months from now, but I'm really enjoying this stout, but I think it's time for some whiskey.
Well, yeah, and so before we pour them, we should talk about the giveaway today.
Oh my goodness.
Only because I didn't fill the glasses, just because I wanted to show how cool our new glasses are.
Let me get this banner going so that it's going. That's a smart thing to say. I'm doing great today.
What'd you do?
I'm getting the banner going so it's going is what I said I was going to do.
Yeah.
But
today's all about fun. It doesn't really matter.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
5 Sip Friday is coming back.
2 weeks.
2 Fridays from now.
Yeah.
Next week we have 5 Sip Friday Revisited, where we will revisit a bottle that we got completely wrong and see if we're still just how much shame we should carry into the next season. And then the following week is our first episode of 2022. So that
makes me excited because that means spring is here.
Right. 5 Sip Friday, the coming of spring. The Bourbon Van brings you, the seasonal changes. You don't even have to look out the window anymore.
I will say, I've already said one thing that I was like bummed about moving over here, but the thing I like, and I know that it's light everywhere late, but in prime time here, 10:30, there's still some light peeping out, and I love it.
Yeah,
Phil's already ready for bed, but I'm pumped.
Yeah, no, I'm pulling my shawl up and getting ready. DK Tucker says he's got a not so wee dram of Writer's Tears Double Oak in his glass tonight. If we didn't do another flight of affordable Irish whiskey this year, I was going to get us a bottle of that just to do a tasting of, because I haven't had it yet and I keep hearing good things.
Sounds like a wee dram.
Eric C got a Green Spot and Guinness Extra Stout. Really nice combo there.
I just want to say the stout. So I'm drinking, let's walk through. So I'm drinking a Pelican Brewing Extreme Stout.
Not at all what it is.
No. No, it's not. It's an export.
It's Pelican Brewing.
It seems extreme because I was just thinking there's just no way I'm going to be able to finish that glass. It's so rich.
So that's Pelican Brewing's Tsunami Stout. And this whiskey here, one of the new Irish that we haven't tried. Well, we tried it and been getting after it, but we haven't talked about it on the channel. Clonakilty Irish whiskey, finished in casks from Pelican Brewing Company, finished in Father of All Tsunami Imperial Stout casks. Yeah. So a variation on the stout that you're drinking. So this whiskey, in theory, should be absolutely fantastic with that. And it's the original cask was bourbon. So flavor-wise, this should pair up perfectly. It's 105 proof. Do you want to start with this one, or should we start with one of the other ones?
I think I like to start with this one.
Let's dig in.
I just want to say that, again, I'm excited to drink the whiskey because this is so rich. I need something to cut that.
Yeah. That's great. That's the idea. But the 5 Sip Friday glasses we've been talking about, 2 glasses.
Yeah, let's see if we can do this. Nope.
Start the weekend, and this is my 5 Sip Friday glass.
I'm pumped about these.
I really dig these glasses. They are in the store, but tonight we are giving away 2 sets of them.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And if you've been following the channel, 5 Sips pretty much my favorite thing to do, even though it's
we love it. If that was the only thing the channel did, that'd be good enough for me.
Oh, that was a bummer, but that's all right. It is half done already, so.
Let's see. We got Nicholas is drinking Tullamore Dew and ginger ale. Rusty's got a Rudbreast 12 cask strength in the Destination Unknown. Glenn, there you go. A Patreon 2022 glass.
Yeah.
Let's see. William Gilkey says, my wife just bought me a Shamrock Shake after her haircut. That's what I'm drinking now. That's great. Mash and Drum is in the house. What is going on, Jason?
What's going on? Celebrations.
Right. What are you up to tonight? What are you drinking, Jason? What's your Irish of choice this evening?
I'm actually still thinking about the Shamrock Shake.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my brother Tim. That's his thing. He's a big Shamrock Shake guy.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I'm assuming the Shamrock Shake has like mint ice cream in it or something, and I'm not a huge mint fan. So I'm not sure if I've ever had one. Maybe sips of it, but not really.
I always used to get the biggest size and then regret it very soon after.
Yeah.
Richard White is here. Redbreast 12 and a Smithwick's Irish Red Ale. Well done.
I'm loving all the whiskey beer combos.
Beautiful.
Makes me happy.
Sir Sparkle says he's enjoying some Row & Co. here in the Buckeye State. We love to hear it. Yeah. You are entered, Escobar Style. You are in. You have 5 entries.
Yeah.
Well done. Eric's taking the new glasses. Me too, man. Bourbon of the Week is in the house. We sound out loving the new microphone. There you go.
Oh.
Do you know who recommended this microphone to us? Trevor.
Yeah.
The Bourbon Wretch. He's a fellow who knows a thing or two about audio. So
I will say it was much needed.
Yeah, we don't always sound great.
No, yeah. We hardly ever sound great.
Oh, we got, look at here. Virginia State in the house. Happy St. Patrick's Day from Beyond the Row. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Oh, this is great. It's, hopefully no one from my office is working. I'm actually supposed to be working right now, but I blocked out the last hour of my day for a meeting, and here I am.
If you are one of Julie's coworkers, we want to hear from you. Jump into chat. Let us know that you're also not working. G-Dub got himself a Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's Day edition. We have not seen that bottle in person yet. Very curious about it. Popped open the Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's limited release. Still don't know how I feel, but probably not $130 worth. Well, GS Superman, keep us posted on that. We want to hear more, and thank you so much for the super chat. You are in. Cracked open a Jameson 18 Bow Street tonight. Look at Jason. I don't know. 18-year whiskey. That's got to be good. Have you tried this yet?
I haven't. I was just about to sip it, but you know how I like to make sure we have a cheers and sláinte.
Sláinte. I've been looking forward to whiskey all day.
I look forward to whiskey every day. There was
so what,
there
man?
is a delicious apple cideriness to this.
Caramel apple, yeah. I get that.
It's good. Different.
Yes. And how does it pair with your stout?
I haven't paired it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but I should I do like a back-to-back sip? Do you just like let all the flavors meld together? And
well, now that you got some whiskey in your mouth, you got that finish going, you've got the flavor. Take a small sip of the beer and see how it goes.
Like it.
Look here, we got Chris Beaton all the way from Canada in the house. Slapshot is here. Welcome, Slapshot.
Guys, so much fun. All these people. Everyone's showing up. I love it.
It's great. Canadian Chris is also drinking his first Irish whiskey, Ryder's Tears Copper Pot with some Guinness. Nice combo. Yeah. Ruby says we sound great. Thank you, Ruby.
Thank you, Ruby. There was nowhere to go but up.
Right. Right. Yeah, we can start using the microphone for all our videos. Yeah. Nick says, where Norm, my wife wants to see the big guy. Honestly, I have no idea. He's been
old. He's been old Manny.
He's been acting old lately, yeah. After he drank Julie's water, he just took off.
He's in the window.
Oh, okay.
It's a particularly sunny day here.
We'll have a hard time getting him out of that window.
Right now, it's prime cat tree window sitting. Like the sun is just blaring right in through the front window. So he is in his happy place.
He's over there getting a tan at the moment.
Yeah.
Wendy Becker's giving us the recipe here for a beer float. 2 scoops vanilla ice cream to a pint glass, bottle of Guinness, jigger of Bailey's, or some such cream whiskey. Drink up.
Oh, well.
Look at emoji game on point there, Wendy.
Wendy, I just want to let you know that we started our mornings off with a little Irish cream in our coffee.
Yeah, we sure did. Costco brand.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It's all delicious.
And Escobar Styles wants to know how we contact the giveaway winners. We ask you to shoot us an email at thebourbonvan@gmail.com if you win. Yeah.
Send us an email.
Send us an email.
Yeah. Oh, you said choose an email, and I was like,
shoot us.
Oh, shoot us. Oh, yeah. Man, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm been real nitpicky with you right now. Just start off with this thing.
What else is new? This is why we drink so much whiskey.
Probably.
And by we, that's the royal we. All right, Chris is sipping some Bushmill 16 and Redbreast 15. Chris Beaton, by the way, just really hitting that base the last 48 hours on Instagram. Check him out if you haven't. It's fun to watch, fun to listen to. Bushmill 16 and Redbreast 15. That's some nice age on those. Thank you, by the way, Bourbon of the Week, for the super chat. cheers. And yeah, let's say there's a chance. Norman does not have green water. No, he's drinking Julie's water tonight.
There's no,
Bill, Bill and Wendy funding Phil and Julie toward a red breast cask strength. But we appreciate that. Now we just have to find one.
I was gonna say, so that was the thing we ran into last year. Didn't we get like the samples last year? The red breast, the baby. They came in like the
we got the little red
bottles.
breast. Yeah, we had the red breast. It was the Listau edition.
Yeah. Red breast 12
and 12, and then the whatever the regular red breast is, I think.
Yeah. And we enjoyed them all, but we had heard after we recorded that video last year that we had to try the cask strength. I don't think we've seen it.
We haven't seen it.
Just a bummer.
Jason says, "Damn, that sounds good." That I think you're talking about the milkshake or the beer shake, and you're right. Well, thank you so much to Bill. Fantastic.
Thank you.
You are in.
Oh, I just splashed myself in the face. Doing great today. I love it.
Let's see here. John Perkle is here. Cheers, y'all. Having some green spot now with a red breast 12 cask strength waiting in the wings. It must be the thing. 12 cask strength. It was the number one comment we got on our Irish whiskey flight video.
Yeah.
Was you guys got to get some cask strength. It's the only name in Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
And I would argue that there's some fun things to find out there.
Yeah.
But we haven't tried that yet. And maybe we won't try any other Irish whiskey after.
After we try that one?
Maybe.
I know. I enjoyed our Irish flight. Some more than others. But yeah. We bottle killed our Slane after how many years did we have that? I don't know why we always just choose to only drink it.
We only had that for 2 years. We bottle killed the first one on one day.
Yeah.
We were celebrating St. Patrick's Day with our friends Jim and Marion.
Oh right.
And the four of us
took down that bottle.
Killed a bottle.
Yeah.
In one sitting.
I mean, what's it, 80 proof?
It's the right thing to do. It was great.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see. Nicholas switching to green spout over ice. Green spot very popular this year too, and maybe it's popular all the time.
Yeah. We haven't had that one either, right?
I tried it at the D&D downtown.
Wait, what is the one? Sorry, I got real excited.
Yeah, you did.
They just lifted all the restrictions here, so we went out for a bit of a celebratory.
Yeah.
Jaunt.
You had the Tullamore 12.
And we went to a couple different places over the weekend, but yeah, I was going to say that I had the Tullamore 12. Very much enjoyed that. Like everybody at the table got something different.
Yep.
Pure 2019 style. We tried everybody else's, and I feel like mine was a winner.
Yeah, they don't have the biggest whiskey list there, but they have the biggest whiskey pours.
Yeah.
And a nice selection of Irish, actually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say that the pours at that particular establishment are just, you can't go wrong. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, John Distiller, John Dude behind the bar over there. He's not the only one pouring, great pours, but talk about great company.
I love a great pour, as you guys know.
So here's our Chicago friend, Stephen Schwellenberg. Hey, you two, what's your favorite Irish whiskey cocktail? I'm about to make an Irish Boulevard Deer Sláinte.
Cocktail. I don't know if have we had it? Well, I mean, I was going to say my coffee.
Historically, just a Bailey's and coffee. I actually really enjoy, we don't say Irish Car Bomb anymore. It's just not appropriate. But I haven't heard a good name for it yet. I've heard Irish Carnival, which is our friends at the bar ordered that because they didn't want to say Irish Car Bomb.
Did I just call them out? Sorry.
Because the bartenders at the Atlantic in Chicago are actual Irishmen from Ireland. And so he's like, we don't want to say Irish Car Bomb. They said Irish Carnival. The guy's like, do you mean Irish Car Bomb?
Yeah.
But I've seen Ulster Flip, which I don't know if that's any more appropriate.
I don't know what that is.
My understanding is that in Ireland, they actually call it a slammer or an Irish slammer. Somebody can let us know if that's right. We just want to be accurate here.
Yeah.
But I've always liked that because of that kind of thing. I like a Boilermaker. Just I don't know. I like a beer in a shot.
Well, and I always, not always, but I guess I always either drink it neat or I put it in my coffee because I either do like Irish whiskey in my coffee or I do Irish cream in my coffee. So I don't know.
Jamie from Beyond the Rose says, cheers, everyone. I'm drinking a Tipsy Pixie. So good. What's a Tipsy Pixie?
Yeah, I don't know.
Educate us. I don't know what that is.
I'm excited about the name. Sounds like where we're headed later on today.
Oh yeah, we will certainly get there at some point. Love your videos, says Delusional Tanner. You guys have made getting into bourbon this past year a lot easier, so thank you. Wow,
oh, that's so nice.
Thank you. That means the world to us.
Ruby's try to have fun, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's if you're not having fun and you're not sharing, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
There's no point to it.
I always say that about laughing too.
What is that?
I love laughing. If you're not laughing, what are you doing with your life? Like,
yeah, well, that's most of the day. So.
I know. Everything's so serious. I just try to laugh the day away. Do the laughing, crying emoji the day away.
We could use a St. Patrick's Day every single month, I feel like. Ruby's enjoying the green spot. Lemongrass on the nose. Very nice on the palate. Thanks for the recommendation. Wendy Becker. There you go. Another
Patreon to Patreon love.
In Wendy Becker, we trust when it comes to Irish whiskey. And really all kinds of other stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
Rusty, join that Redbreast Fund. Cheers, Russ. We appreciate that, and thank you.
Do we think nobody ships to Oregon? Oh, actually, we just found out somebody does now ship to Oregon.
Spirit Hub ships to Oregon. I don't know how they do it.
Because I was gonna say that would be.
We can look find
into
out.
it.
Well,
there's this thing called the internet. I can maybe.
Yeah, have you been on Google? Have you tried that?
I could try to look.
What you do is you put in your AOL disk, and they give you a code. It's like 20 numbers and letters.
I love it. Oh man, we're gonna have a great night, guys. This is only supposed to be a happy hour. I'm feeling like
we're starting. Hey, we're firing up. I wanted to start this thing early, but I didn't get back. I went to the bar to pick up some more stout.
True.
And it didn't work out so good.
I know, but I just glanced over, so I was busy trying to work most of my day, obviously, as I'm sure that you guys were, but specifically so that I could feel all right about ditching out an hour early. So
you were on the phone for an extra hour last night afterward.
That's true.
It all works out. It all comes out in the wash.
But I will say, I was delayed in putting in our corned beef into the slow cooker. And I just glanced over and there's still 3 hours to go.
The worst part about using that thing to cook our corned beef is that it doesn't, like, the smells don't escape it.
I know. We're using it.
But that's probably for the best because I'd just be sitting here drooling in front of everybody right now.
Well, I will say we invested in that Instant Pot when that was like all the rage.
All the rage.
And
how quickly did people stop talking about that?
Yeah. Well, then went to the deep fryer. I love that this is the conversation we're having right now. But but I actually prefer the slow cooker because of the smells. There's nothing better than walking in the door and it's like the roast that you've been slow cooking all day. Is
and the cat is ready to attack you because he's had to smell it all day.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Norman won't eat his own food anymore. He still loves people food and treats. So I'm with Bill. Nicholas, you have to tell us what is an Irish blonde beyond a visitor. Bill just suspects that it's just a person that came by. And beyond the road, we need to know what's a tipsy pixie.
Maybe they've already told us and we're just not there yet.
Well, it's possible. We're pretty close to the end here.
I know. We're
staying on top of it today.
I know.
Eric C says, here's a contribution to the Redbreast Cask Strength Fund.
Guys.
Thank you so much. You are in the running here for the glasses, of course.
Yeah.
This is good whiskey, by the way.
I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's so maybe I could like have a real sentence here.
You're working on it.
It is interesting how different Irish whiskey tastes.
Totally.
Like before we ever started this channel or before I ever got into like bourbons and whiskeys, I would have just assumed that it kind of would all have tasted the same. Significantly different.
Yeah. I mean, when we found Slane,
we
weren't too far into our whiskey journey.
True.
I mean, beyond bourbon.
That is very sweet.
We've been into a lot of bourbon. Yeah.
Delicious and candy.
I remember we tried it and went, what? Well, if all whiskey was like this, we'd have it with breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Partly Faded is here. Welcome, Partly Faded. Melissa Johnson, happy St. Patrick's Day. No, we have not had. We had Angel's Envy bourbon, and we did have a rye. We had one in Portland one night when somebody bought us a shot. We didn't drink it as a shot. We sipped it.
I remember. Oh, sorry. Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. That was actually a really funny night where I don't remember the whole logistics about it, but they were like very appreciative that we had come to their establishment. I mean, not just us, like everybody in general that was there.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're like, to close out the night, we'd love to buy everyone either like a shot or a drink or whatever.
Yeah, they were like, order a beer or whatever, a mixed drink.
And we're like, yeah, okay, we're not going to turn that down. So we all ordered and it got to our table and literally like
It wasn't
want to
even
say
3
5
minutes.
minutes, but it was probably like 3. They're like, we're closing now. So
We're
you guys
shutting
have
down.
to leave.
Everybody out.
So everyone just like slammed their drinks.
Like they set like a 3-ounce pour of Angel's Envy in front of me, and
I
a
still
minute
think
later they're
about
like,
that.
"You
I
guys
was
gotta
like-
go."
I was like, that wasn't very nice.
No,
Like I mean, it was lovely
It's a
because it was a
waste
free
of the
drink,
product.
but
I
it
felt
did
like.
feel like a waste of their delicious libations.
Yeah, there were a lot of good stuff there.
Yeah.
Keith Dacus is here. Cheers from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Oh, here we go. Irish blonde, Irish whiskey of your choice, and sweet vermouth with
Ooh.
Luxardo cherry,
Oh, nice.
similar to a Manhattan. That sounds tasty. That sounds. I'll say it. That sounds decadent.
I'm interested.
Tell me this, because you say this a lot when we're drinking single malt stuff, which this definitely is.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I couldn't be wrong about that.
You would know way more than I would know, but yes.
Well,
Are you going to ask me if it tastes Scotch-like?
Do you think it's Scotchy?
So the first,
Because you say that every time we try a single malt,
every time
American,
I'm like,
anything, it's always Scotchy.
and I keep saying it's not really peaty, but there is the first sip that I had. There is a little bit of a baby Scotchy note, like a peaty note to it. I don't know if that is necessarily.
I think that you're just
there,
associating
but maybe
single
I'm
malt
just,
and barley.
Yeah, I think I'm just associating because I'm sure it doesn't taste like that. Like for
Yeah.
a more refined Scotch palate, which is everybody that's in this chat right now.
I want to show this bottle one more time for those of you that are just getting here. This is Clonakilty Irish whiskey finished in casks from Pelican Brewing Company, which is here in Oregon, which is why this is so exciting to us. The cask finished in is Father of All Tsunami Imperial Stouts, and Julie is actually drinking the Tsunami Stout, pairing it with it.
Cheers.
And the original cask was bourbon, so there's a lot of good stuff happening here. Non-chill filtered, distilled in Ireland, finished at our Atlantic Ocean warehouse, perched high on a cliff. Here that we harness the purity of our land and sea. Doesn't that sound great?
It does sound
High
great.
on a cliff in Ireland, making whiskey.
I know.
Clonakilty, call us. We want to come visit and maybe stay for the rest of our lives.
We've talked about this before,
Beautiful.
that we were supposed to be in Ireland and yada 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 yada. Fast forward, but I just saw on Instagram that somebody I used to work with just landed there yesterday. Tickle me jealous.
Tickle me jealous.
Yeah.
There's no way that's a phrase.
I feel like it's fine.
Anybody else watch Trailer Park Boys? And
Oh,
Ricky
boy.
always gets every expression incorrect. Get two birds stoned at once. That's you. You are the Ricky
Oh, no.
of colloquialisms
I
in America.
say them with such, I was gonna say gusto, but like such
You were
confidence.
pretty, there was some confidence behind
Yeah.
that last one.
I feel like everything that I say, I'm like, nailed it. And then like the looks that he gives me, I'm like, oh, was that not the right phrase?
I love it though. I love
Yeah.
it. It makes me. Gotta laugh through your day.
Gotta laugh through your day.
Trisha from Whiskey Eyes is here.
Ooh.
Cheers. We received the
Cheers.
challenge coin today. Well,
Oh, good.
cheers to you. Thank you. Thank you.
We're fun with those. Speaking of, our challenge coins is actually I should show one.
There's one on the top to the left there.
Well, I
Oh,
got
you
this.
got
I
one.
grabbed this one, but because we're doing a 5-sip Friday giveaway, basically,
Big.
our new, well, I'll show this side first, but like our new challenge coins. It's so weird with the lighting. Anyway, Bourbon Van on the front, and then a 5-sip on the back. We're going all in 5-sip this year.
Hey, if it's what we love, it's what we love. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Wendell says, since I have no Irish whiskey in the house, we'll have something with a green label on it. Heaven Hill 6 years should
Perfect.
fit the bill. Hey, you know what? Yeah, celebrate the way you want to celebrate.
Yeah,
Right?
there's no wrong way to
You're
celebrate.
doing great. You're
Well,
doing great.
Might be some wrong ways to celebrate, but
Bill Becker says that he had the Angel's Envy rye finished in rum casks and it was delicious. My brother actually had the opportunity to buy that today, and he asked me if it was a good deal for $95. And then I said, I can't imagine that it's a good deal, but it's a
Angel's
thing.
Envy rye for 95.
Aged in rum casks or
Oh.
finished in rum casks, which I don't know
It's
anything
really
about
popular now.
it. Oh yeah, totally. Oh, here we go. We got another recipe. Thank you again to Wendell. So here we go. Tipsy Pixie, 1.5 ounces of cream, 1.5 ounces bourbon, 3/4 ounce chocolate liqueur, half ounce simple
Snap.
syrup, and 1/4 ounce of cream of mint. Oh, I love mint on my cocktails.
Holy smokes!
Did I say mint on my cocktails?
You did say mint. It's fine. We're good with it. I'm curious
This is my first
if
drinks of the day.
I'm curious if Ernie as a cat is on yet, because this is the kind of cocktail that he would make for.
Ernie's a cat makes really solid cocktails.
Yeah. I was gonna say his lovely wife, but then I was like, or himself.
Look at her. Wendy just happens. She's got all this stuff in the house.
Yeah.
And she's gonna make a pixie now.
What?
Well done, Wendy.
Yeah. Well, actually, we have cream. Well, we don't have chocolate, or we can make our own simple syrup, so that's fine.
Yeah, we're missing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, cream de menthe. We could not. We'll have to run out for that.
Here's our man. We haven't seen you in a while.
Hey.
Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Thank you so much. You are in the running here. This whiskey is going down smoother than I expected tonight. This combo is great. And by the way, I'm drinking Ghostfish Watchstander Stout.
Yeah.
Ghostfish is a brewery in Seattle, Soto, client and a favorite of ours.
Yeah.
And I have another Ghostfish here that I can't wait to get into. Oh, the food is awesome. They posted a photo yesterday of the fish and chips.
Yeah.
And I just drooling. They're across the street from Westland Distillery, by the way.
They are.
And I see a trip up there in the very near future for us.
And if you are a gluten-free person, it is a 100% gluten-free brewery and restaurant.
Yep.
And the food is dynamite.
But the beer is super good.
And the beer is dynamite.
That's
especially
fantastic.
if you go, I mean, it's really great because they distribute all over the United States. But especially if you go there, there's all the different selections like normal that you cannot get in cans and all that good stuff. And
if you're a gluten intolerant person and you're sick of walking into a place and asking for beer and they say,
but we've got cider for you.
Cider's not beer. I'm going to make a hat. Let's see here. Bourbon Rendezvous. I love it. Ended up pouring out too much vermouth. Seems I'd rather not. I'd rather have it neater on the rocks. Moldy if it's if the vermouth is too heavy or it smells. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, vermouth is tricky because whenever I get the bottle, I'm excited about it, and then the next time I return to the bottle, if I wait a couple weeks before I make another drink with it, I never enjoy it as much.
I'll be honest. It doesn't make me nervous, but I don't do a lot of like. The vermouth is like a fancy additive or anything like that.
No, it's basically fortified wine.
But right? I basically stick to my like rum and Coke or whiskey, maple bitters.
Oh yeah,
a slice of orange, some maple syrup. Make my old fashioned.
Or just a walnut.
Yeah,
for an accent.
Yeah, I don't futz around too much with stuff. But every time I'm out for a whiskey cocktail. Going all in with that.
Yeah.
With all those things.
You love that.
Yeah.
Gerardo Sanchez, happy St. Patrick's Day. Love you guys. Love you too. Bring that kind of excitement in here. We love it. We love it.
I'm an excitable gal.
There you are. Wendy's got a new Julie hat. Tickle Me Jealous. I think we need some Julie merch that says Tickle Me Jealous for sure.
Guys, so much love for the Julie merch.
So much love for Julie in general.
Yeah, Bill told me. Well, we're not to get to that. Anyway, we're always doing shirts. Not always doing shirts, but I feel like in our Patreon community, we're always talking about different things, different phrasing that I say that would make a hilarious T-shirt.
Yeah. No, I was telling Julie yesterday. I was looking at the SEO for our channel, and the top searches are Bourbon Van, the Bourbon Van, and the Bourbon Van Julie.
Oh, that's so
and she
sweet.
goes, "Where's the Bourbon Van Phil?" And it's not there. It's
it's
not in the list.
Just quick, do a Google search for the Bourbon Van Phil so that he,
No, honestly, it's expected. But I was looking at the list, and what I told her, she laughed so hard that it made it all worth it.
Well, I don't know. I part of me is like, hide all my stuff.
Keith with the big cigar. Thank you so much, Keith. You are in the running here, and we appreciate it so
Keith.
much.
Thank you. You guys are so generous.
I've been looking around like, do I want to do a different flavor of whiskey when this one's gone? And I think I don't. I think I want to stick with this.
Oh,
whiskey.
Really? So
you guys want tasting notes on this Clonakilty?
Yeah, I suppose this is a bourbon whiskey channel.
I mean, what it really carries through is the beer. I mean, there's a lot of the malt. There's a lot of chocolate, a lot of coffee flavors here, and it's just so sweet and rich. But there's almost like a saltiness on the palate that cuts all that.
Yeah,
it's a nice balance.
Well, I will say that our friend Jason, a lovely individual.
I know him.
I adore him.
I actually thought I saw him outside earlier today with some other dude that looked like him.
I know. Was it the guy with the beard?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw him walk by.
You thought the same thing?
Yeah, and I was like, "Ooh, that guy looks like Jason."
We were busy eating lunch, so we weren't talking.
Yeah. True. Anyway, every time Phil goes out with, like, they have, a guy's night out or whatever, and they go to the place that we said had the wonderful pours.
Go to the D&D.
They always do a little combo here, right? So
yeah. The last
beer,
time I went there, I ordered
combo.
a Wild Turkey 101. They put 5 ounces of it in a glass.
Yeah. And I'm always like, isn't that just like you're just drinking more? I was like, is it really the perfect combo, right? Like a Jameson and a beer.
If you do it right, it is.
And I will tell you that, I mean, I love beer. I'm more of a porter person than a stout person.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rich with the combination of the whiskey. It cuts all that richness.
It's perfect.
It is really wonderful.
Yes.
I like it. So, I mean, not that I'm ever not in.
Yeah,
so.
you're always in.
I'm always in.
Melissa says we're supposed to meet the grandson of Clonakilty tonight doing a tasting at our local liquor store.
Dang,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
That is super cool. Tell him we said hi. Tell him we really enjoyed this whiskey and ask them if they'd like to meet us too. Canadian Chris says I might lose my citizenship, but I have yet to watch Trailer Park Boys. If you only watch one season, it's season 4 for me.
Sorry, I was doing this, but I just want to also say that Phil, I've never seen anybody laugh so hard at a show as Trailer Park Boys, and I've given it multiple shots, and it is totally not my jam. So I'm all in on Letterkenny. So if we're talking Canadian TV, I'm going to go with that. Trailer Park Boys, I cannot add any kind of Bourbon Van seal of approval behind that show.
Well, I mean, it's a little too true to life in a lot of ways.
It's definitely not geared toward.
But when Bubbles dresses up as the Green Bastard and goes and wrestles people, I can't deal with it. And when he's talking about his kitties, I can't. It's so great. It is so great. Season 4, it's just the best. I love it so much.
I don't know. I feel like
I love the bottle kids. I love that there's a guy named Philadelphia Collins.
I feel like I always show up. It's kind of like you always show up for the wrong episodes. You got to get in on the right time. And there's a couple shows.
Yeah, like you would watch Titanic and your mom would come home from church when he's sketching her.
Oh, right. What a weird reference that was.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to relate to you.
Well, I know, but I was actually thinking there's been a couple shows that this has happened when Black Mirror was like a huge thing.
Yeah.
Feels like you got to watch this show. It's amazing.
Okay, so Black Mirror episode 1, bad.
Yeah,
bad
but
idea.
I showed up at the wrong time, and it like traumatized me for the rest of my life, and I never watched the show.
That'll happen.
Yeah, I'm not getting into it.
We got to catch up here. Ruby's first impression.
Oh God, I'm drinking too much.
Sláinte. Ruby says her first impression of Irish whiskey is that it's very malty compared to bourbon. Both are good, just different. Totally agree. Yeah, super malty, sweet, just super likable. Yeah. One of the most, I think it might be, in my opinion, it is in my opinion. I'm going to go this far and say it, the most approachable.
You're talking about
whiskey.
This one?
Yeah, the most approachable type of whiskey is Irish whiskey.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm gonna say it.
Wow.
I'm not saying it's my favorite. I'm saying it's the most approachable.
Oh, it's just yeah. That's interesting. That's an interesting observation.
Well, welcome, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Glad you can make it. Chris says
Hope
Trailer Park
wasn't
Boys
too
is
much.
awesome. Yeah, always. Chris loves Trailer Park Boys. There's a little love from Canada for Trailer Park Boys.
I feel like we're way behind. Sorry, guys.
Probably. Tyler Deputy's just joining. Happy St. Patrick's to you.
Yeah.
Bill says he's been to Clonakilty, but not the distillery on the south coast in County Cork, 10 miles from my great-great-great-grandparents' hometown of Dunmanway.
I feel like if we ever make it to Ireland,
we're going to make it.
Bill and Wendy, you got to meet us out there because it seems like you got a lot of family there.
Oh, Wendy sent us. I mean, she sent us.
Yeah.
Like everything there is to know about Ireland. If you're going, do all this stuff and don't do this stuff. Yeah. And that's going to come in absolutely clutch. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And meet us out there. It'll be great. ADHD Whiskey,
hey.
Matt Porter. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Hey.
Cheers to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
What the heck?
Love it.
Love it. Great to see you.
Yeah.
Cheers from Colorado. We are multinational. We are across the country.
I feel like this is like everybody though.
Yeah, no.
Anytime you watch a live stream, everyone's there. It does feel fun though.
This is how you know that I'm a kid, like that I'm an older guy, because the idea that we can just like chat with people across like time zones, across the country and across the world, it still blows my mind. I probably shouldn't be as impressed as I am.
Well, Probably not, especially after all this time.
Right. Yeah. I still think about Windows 95 in high school, and there was that like the Weezer music video.
Mm-hmm.
That
I don't know what I mean.
You don't remember that?
No, I was very uncool. I wasn't in on cool stuff.
It was the
in high school.
Buddy Holly video.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I remember it just blowing my mind and being like,
But,
"You
like,
put
why
this
was it
on a computer?"
Wait, I don't understand. Why was it on Windows 95?
It was like a hidden thing. It was like a thing on
really?
the video program. Yeah.
Oh.
Not super hidden. I mean, it's pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
But I like the internet still makes it's still impressive to me.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure that we didn't have computers at our house.
I feel like we just lost 20 viewers while
sorry guys.
waxing historical about the internet.
The internet is a cool place. Obviously.
John DeSico. Angel's Envy finished rye is usually around $80. They only do the finished rye at least widely. Yeah, here's my problem with Angel's Envy.
Uh-oh. Well, now we just lost like 25 subscribers.
I want to try their actual whiskey.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to try it finished. They make it themselves,
yeah,
in my
you're not a
understanding. It's
finished
not sourced. I'm not that big on finished stuff. I like to taste the grain. I'd like to experience their whiskey by itself sometime.
Yeah. We'll find you. We'll make it happen. Maybe. I don't know.
James Norwood is here. Cheers to you, James. Art Burns is here. Make you an old-fashioned using Irish whiskey. That doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Beat ya.
What else is new?
This was really good. I remember, like, when we said we were going to start off with this, I was kind of doing that. I can't remember if I liked this one or not. I'm going to give it a thumbs up.
I think it's great.
I think it's great.
There is a little
I do
smoke
like it
hanging
better.
around with some honey.
There's
beautiful.
There is a nice smokiness that pairs deliciously with this stout. Of course, you're hammering the stout faster than I am.
How dare you? Hang on a second. My can is 16 ounces. Show them your can.
Wait, mine is...
Show them your can.
Mine's skinnier, though. No, it's pretty...
Julie says that I'm drinking more stout than her.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
Mine is 1 pint, 3.2 fluid ounces. So 1.3. I don't know how that translates.
So a pint is 16.9 ounces, right?
So we're like 20 ounces.
So 19. Yeah, it's over 20 ounces. Yeah, mine's only 16. All right.
Who's counting?
Guys, we're doing math over here, and that's fun to watch. Keith says, I've moved on to my own cocktail, Wild Turkey 101 with Wild Turkey honey.
Delicious.
That's a blend right there. You do that 50-50? Oh, Melissa's in the West Lane area. We need to meet up for a drink. I agree with you, Melissa. That sounds great. Yeah. 2 shamrocks up for the Irish blonde from Wendy. Hey, if you're getting approvals from Wendy on your Irish cocktails, you're doing a lot right.
I also like 2 shamrocks up. I'm going to start putting that into
just
my lexicon.
Oh, don't, because you're going to do it on like July 4th. And we'll be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it's true.
Bill joins Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit and a pint of Harp. Now you're talking.
I'm going to move on to something new. Do you want to move on to something new?
I'd love to. And I just want to throw this out there. Remember how I was just talking about how cool it is that we're chatting with people around the country, around the world?
Yeah.
Parzival's here from Germany. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. And thank you for stopping by. That's fantastic.
Love it.
Look at Jason here. Cheers, Jason. Thank you so much. Cheers to you.
I'm going to do the Hellcat because I like your story.
Yeah, dig in. Shoot. If you didn't see our Irish
I don't know if she... I mean, she's probably not a real... She's probably not a real sweet lady, but she seems like a badass lady.
Whip out that story again. For those of you that didn't see our Irish whiskey video, look at the claw marks across the eyes on there. Just add just angle it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's not going to work. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Brutal. Cold-blooded.
Well-known criminal. So I like that.
Well-known criminal.
Yeah.
Well-known criminal would be a great name for a band.
Street Fighter. So that brings me back to Mortal Kombat. Doing all old school references today.
This is E. Blanca. Was that his name?
Yeah. She filed her teeth and nails into points to better shred her opponent's skin.
Just brutal.
Yeah, I like it.
This is the one that you said definitely reminded you of a Scotch when you were drinking it. But this is one that overperformed when we were in our Irish whiskey tasting, our flight, because this is one that on its own I wasn't that fond of. But as soon as I paired it with a beer, I fell in love with it. I think it's great.
I thought this was gonna, and it's a.
You thought it was a cork?
Yeah,
sure.
I was like, oh nope, didn't work.
Guys, we're literally just getting started. This is the first.
We're 45 minutes in.
I know, but this is the first drink of the night, really.
So I love St. Patrick's Day.
Me too. Keith wants to know, when are y'all bringing back the OGD hoodies? Did we take them out of the store?
Oh,
for
Patreons.
Well, for the Patreons, they should be available. I'll double check that they are, and I'll get the link. I'll put it back in Patreon.
Yeah, I'm assuming you didn't want this, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a Jameson next.
Yeah. It's a good choice.
Get in the bourbon van, drive to Florida. We'll visit the St. Augustine Distillery. You're always welcome here, Nicholas. That sounds great. We're working really hard on making that happen.
Getting back in the van.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Matter of fact, in April, we're doing a Hood River trip. We're going to go spend some time at a really great distillery over there.
I do not know if our friends Grant and Liz are watching right now.
The Grizzes? The
Grizzes. However, if they are, we got a subtle invite, probably unbeknownst to
at least one of them,
Grant, to join them in Hood River, and I think we're going to do that. So
we're going to do it. Yeah.
Now you know. Now you're in the loop.
I don't know what sort of place you guys rented, but we'll be sleeping at the foot of the bed. Peach Coke's in the house. What's up, Peach Coke? Oh, the grossest name in all of YouTube. The very idea of peach flavored Coke. I love it.
True.
Lauren C. Shannon is here. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. That's an Irish name, isn't it?
Say that again.
Lauren C. Shannon.
Yes, I like it.
Sounds very, very Irish. Love it. David's here. David B. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
I know, it does feel a little like we're not Irish, but we do love this holiday, so I think it fits.
Right. Stephen was asking about the Clonakilty. Is it finished in special barrels? Yeah, it's actually finished in Imperial Stout barrels.
Not this one particularly, but from
the Imperial version of that one.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
I actually think that whiskey's so creamy. I wonder if that comes from just the Clonakilty whiskey or if that's coming from the beer. I would think it comes from the whiskey.
Yeah.
Here's an Irishman drinking bourbon today. Perish the thought.
Hey, I mean, it goes both ways, right?
Totally goes both ways.
I'm assuming you drink Irish
what
whiskey
you like
every day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Eric loves Bubbles and Julian, etc. And Letterkenny for Bill. Allegedly. My bourbon journey's here. What's up, Scott? Good to see you, bud. How'd that Fourgate stuff go this week? Looked like you were spending a lot of time drinking Fourgate.
Delicious.
That looked like a fantastic way to spend a week or weekend.
Yeah.
And a few days. And his dog was all dressed up for St. Patrick's Day today.
Oh, I love the animals.
I do too.
Yeah. I just want to go back to Bill's comment about Letterkenny.
Loves it.
Loves it.
All right. Let's see here. Let me get this.
There's not many shows that
sorted here
that we watch. I feel I don't know if we said this before, but we're on this like nerdy escapade watching Time Team. If you've ever heard of that, that's a British show.
Nerdy escapade. It's fantastic.
From the 90s. And it's just tragic what we used to wear and look like. I mean, it's just terrible. But
I'm shocked by the cutoff jeans.
Yeah. But it does make me a bit jealous. I mean, a lot of stuff happening over there, but like jealous of their history, like all the cool stuff that they keep finding. Archaeology is a neat thing.
There is a Time Team America we saw, but we haven't actually endeavored to watch it yet.
A lot of dinosaurs, I'm sure.
Yeah, I would think so. Keith is talking about the cigar in his photo. It's a Deadwood Cigars Company Fat Bottom Betty. Great with bourbon. I just like the sound of that.
Fat Bottom Betty?
Sure.
That's great. That's a great, if you're coming up with like a friend name. What do you call those? Not a friend name. That sounds lame. When you used to call your friends nicknames. I guess just nickname.
Pal. Buddy.
No, I was just thinking like our friend Scott, we used to call him Taco. So that was like
I still call him Taco.
Yeah, so that was like a nickname.
Yeah, he's got 2 kids.
Yeah.
He's still Taco.
I obviously should not be pairing beer and whiskey in 45 minutes because I'm just
You're doing great.
chatty as all get out.
We're supposed to chat. Eric's having a pour a Bushmills 21 year. Well, that sounds fantastic. Everybody's got this old Irish whiskeys.
I know. So we keep, I always do this when I'm like, but we keep choosing the wrong bottles for our Irish lineup. And so next year, maybe we'll have to do some of these that are more familiar. Well, not more familiar, but more loved, maybe.
So next year, based on the recommendations we got from this year, if we wanted to do an affordable one again, I want to do Tullamore Dew, I want to do Bushmills, I want to do 2 Gingers, and Powers, most likely, or Patty, one or the other. Haven't figured it out yet. Whatever's on the shelf when we go in. But I want to keep doing these flights because they're fun. I like doing affordable Irish flights. That's good stuff. And then when we run out of the affordable ones, we'll move on.
True.
Fifth quarter tailgates here. Cheers.
I actually was just saying, because we've been kind of, I was going to say slow rolling, but like the first few months of the year, we haven't done as many videos as maybe we had done last year or this summer, right? Like as many as the summer through the fall. And not that you've lost, your palate or whatever, but I do feel like I need to ramp it up. And I think 5-sip was the reason that I started getting better at tasting.
Well, this is actually this takes me back a full year. March last year, we declared it Buffalo Trace Month. And one reason that we all of our videos were Buffalo Trace based. And a lot of people got really upset about it because it's hard to find out there. It's hard to, well, Ruby liked it. But it's hard to find out there. And people gave us a lot of grief about it. But the idea actually came from Jason C, Mash and Drum. He did a video on how to taste whiskey and how to get familiar with flavors. One of the things he said was take a month and just drink only from one distillery. Get familiar with that distillery and you'll have those tasting notes. And that's how you learn. And that's what that was about. And it gave us that baseline. We did our first mystery whiskey tasting, which was a peach Coke offering before we ever thought to do 5-Sip Friday. We guessed it right that it was a Buffalo Trace product because it was the next video we did after that month. We guessed it right because we knew that flavor profile all of a sudden. So that was directly because of a Jason C recommendation.
I will say it probably does make more entertaining watching when you're just wildly off. So as Phil, he's the studious one of the bunch,
and yet she's the one that keeps nailing the
whiskeys. So he like reads all the things and learns and does the stuff, and I just kind of swoop in and throw guesses into the air.
Well, cheers to you, Bill Kavanaugh. Jeffrey Rollins is here. Cheers to you. I'm going to catch up a little bit here.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Guess and brew.
Canadian Chris says, older guy. I prefer veteran young guy.
There's a Gus and Brew.
Country's Drinks. Hey. Oh, we love the Gus and Brew. John DeBack, welcome. Sir Sparkleout says, Angel's Envy is finished for a reason. Pretty boring otherwise.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, I don't want to say it without knowing it, but that's what I always wonder. Maybe it's great. Who knows?
Maybe next year should be your journey unfinished.
I don't want to do that.
No.
It's too much.
You're like, that's where the growth stops. We're good. We're good on that.
Well, I mean, to be completely honest, once you start getting into Scotch, which is kind of where I'm at right now, I'm getting into peated stuff. The flavors are so much bigger that it seems like it's not a 1-to-1 anymore. Like that seems like a going the other direction, maybe.
Right. That's funny.
I need more Bourbon Van Glencairns.
You can't have enough.
We agree.
Right?
We agree.
We love you, Ruby.
By the way, the 2022 Patreon Glencairn, what I'm drinking out of here. Handsome, right? Handsome.
I think it's
sexy.
Right? I'll go a step over that and say it's sexy.
Right, directly over the line.
Yeah. Which I feel like that's the second time I've said sexy today, and now it's getting weird.
You're doing great. Peter Tumanero is in the house. Slancha going with Powers Gold tonight. Well done.
Powers. That's another one. I haven't had that one, but we hear about it all. Not hear about it, but it's always a suggestion.
Powers is one that we used to drink that at bars in Chicago on St. Patrick's Day. It seemed like certain bars had Powers specials, so we just get that. Jameson, Powers, all of it. Patty.
I'll be perfectly honest. I doubt that. I feel like I should have a better memory of all the things that had happened. But on St. Patrick's Day, sometimes it's a little bit of a blur.
It's a lot of bit of a blur.
And I don't think I ever drank whiskey on St. Patrick's Day. I think I always stuck to beer.
I always had one of each.
So I'm pretty sure you were drinking Powers, but I was out on that.
So okay, we're just about caught up in the chat, which is, by the way, thank you so much, John. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
Sláinte.
One of the things that I want to talk about is St. Patrick's Day music and what I've been enjoying, because I've been every March I go all in, thanks to JT. Ernie is a cat, one of our channel supporters and best friends. He has a great playlist on Spotify, and we
set it up a couple of years ago that keeps adding and changing.
And it's like I listen to it, and then I start branching out into all the smaller, into the stuff I haven't heard before, and finding more things. And I found some fun stuff this year I'm excited to share. So I want to talk about that stuff at some point.
Also, I want to say that usually, so the way that we have a very small house, and then so where I'm working right now is also the workout room.
It's a one-room house.
Yeah.
And we are in the bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, living room, and bedroom.
So when he comes in, he's like, is it okay if I listen? I'm like, no, meetings are good. And it's for now 3 weeks straight has been just Irish music, which is actually,
it's fun to run to.
It's pretty good. There's some slow stuff when, some things come in, but it's pretty good footfalls.
Well, right. Like 15 songs on the playlist are The Parting Glass, and that's hard to run to. So you got
that's really slow.
On to the next one.
Yeah. But I did listen to the Pogues today, and I love that was great. I will say, so good. It's all great, but as soon as that one more Christmassy songs come on,
Fairy Tale of New York.
Yeah, I just want to it makes me so happy.
Anyway. And Christy McCall and the Pogues. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic. Whiskey Row, thank you so much, David.
Thank you.
Bourbon Van, super generous, donated a bottle in the recently completed World Central Kitchen charity drive. Cheers to you for being amazing people.
Cheers to you for organizing and getting it all together.
Yeah, you did all the heavy lifting. All we had to do was press a couple buttons, and that was easy. So thank you so much for letting us be a part of that.
Oh yeah, and if you haven't watched that live stream either, check it out. I don't know what the end total was, but
over 25K.
You guys raised like $25,000. It's amazing. So
I think I looked the next day and it was over 26K.
Yeah. So cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Also, we're collaborating with Whiskey Row. In the very near future, we started a video series that is going to come out 2 Mondays from now.
2 weeks.
2 Mondays from now.
Yeah.
Very excited about that. So keep an eye out, because that's going to be all kinds of fun.
Mm-hmm. One of your favorite channels.
Steven says, so Julie, you're a fly by the seat of your pants kind of gal. That sounds like 100% accurate.
Yeah. What's really funny is that when it comes to planning travel, I'm a real big nerd. Like if we go anywhere that's not like a beach, right? Like anywhere there's things to be learned or things that, are historical or something, like I want to see all of the things. Right. But in my general life, I grab my elbow, I'm on. You want to go on a roller coaster, I'm there. If you want to go do a shot at the bar, I'm probably first in line.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of up for whatever.
I'm up for fun. I'm getting old though, so that fun has a limit these days, or at least
you're fun. Or at least a
48-hour recovery period.
Lauren Shannon says, "Oh crap! I just dropped my sipping Glencairn. That's the second one this month.
Oh no!
You're gonna have to get a rubber one." Powers John Lane is a favorite of mine, says Eric. I actually looked for that a couple times. I don't know that it's available in Oregon.
Can I ask if I poured a normal pour? Like a probably a regular pour.
Was anybody watching?
Versus a Julie pour, because I drank it all already.
Was it the Hellcat? That Hellcat's 80 proof.
I know. I keep thinking it's 80 proof, but
you could have 6 or 7 of those.
I am having flashbacks to the 2.5, 3.5 hour live stream that we did for our 1 year anniversary, where it was like normal, off the walls.
Right. That was all kinds of fun too. Diploma Set is here. Just tuning in. If either of you happen to try the Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's Day release, it's great. And I'm a Kentucky Owl skeptic.
Wait, who was it that had it earlier in the night?
There's actually 2 people that are drinking that tonight. So let us know what you think, because we haven't tried it. One thing that we did find from Kentucky Owl is the Wiseman. This is the rye, which not a lot of people seem to have seen yet. And honestly, we saw this and the bourbon on the shelf. We didn't buy the bourbon because of everybody's reports that it just wasn't very great, that it didn't live up to the price point.
Yeah.
But I will say that this rye so far is living up to it. We do have next month plans to put this up against Wild Turkey 101, the new Dickel Leopold rye, and what was the other one that I just got? There's another new bottle around here someplace.
Again, I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
I have no
you
idea
guys,
what it is.
You probably know as quickly as I know.
Peach Coke, if you're still on, let me know. What did I get last week? Because you and I were talking about it. But it was another 101 proofer. I don't want to forget what it was because I was excited about it. It's around here someplace. I swear it is.
That's the problem with the shelf.
The shelf is too much right now. Well, it's this one. Wheelhorse rye.
Right.
101 proof. So we're going to put those all up against each other. In the very near future, a blind flight just to see if they're worth the money, because they're all, besides the Wild Turkey 101, they're all kind of pricey. So, and Wild Turkey 101 is like, that's our summertime daily drinker. We love it. T-Pro's here.
Hey, Melissa.
Waiting on a Bourbon County to cool down on a glass of 1792 bib. That's a nice combo right there.
Like
Melissa's here. Welcome, Melissa. Cheers to you. Sláinte.
I don't know why I was going to say this out loud, but I was just thinking about you the other day. We're trying to do a family vacation. My parents have been married for 50 years. Yeah, I guess it would be 50 years. But like a few years ago, and we haven't been able to get it, but the planning process is slow. But we were looking at coming your way, actually.
Yeah, we might be in your neck of the woods for that. That could be great.
Yeah.
Grumpy Old Farts here. Just followed a rainbow and found a bourbon fan. Welcome. Cheers to you. Welcome to the party. We're so glad you're here.
That goes back to the smiles, right? Follow the rainbow to the pot of gold.
Right.
And all you really need is a smile and a laugh.
Fritz says, hey there, that's some dark whiskey, Phil. Well, you got to have stout to offset all these Irish whiskeys that we're getting into. Welcome, Fritz. Great to see you. LCS had a 1920 in that glass. It could be worse.
It could be a lot worse.
Zach says the Jimmy Cafetorium, that's basically the house. That's what we live in.
Oh, yeah. When we were in the van, because if you've been following the channel, we took a extended road trip last fall. But we would tell Norman, we're like, hey, welcome to the bedroom / kitchen / bathroom / seating area.
We talk to the cat too much, quite honestly. Wendy is raising a peaty Connemara to Phil. I appreciate that, Wendy. And actually, our friend Levi he just mentioned that the only Irish whiskey that he had in the house was a peated Irish whiskey. And I said, was it Connemara? And he said it was. And I don't know if there's other ones, but that's the only one I know. So it made me look smart.
Nice. And it doesn't seem as difficult to pronounce.
Right. Fritz is sipping on Teeling single malt today. That's the first mention of Teeling in the chat. But we keep hearing good things about that one. That's another one I haven't had yet. What were you reaching for?
Am I allowed to?
What are you allowed to?
I know, but it's only been an hour and I've already downed 2 glasses.
The last one was only 80 proof.
I know, you say that, but I'm like, so the problem that I have is that I get I'm excited, right?
It's
like
St. Patrick's Day. It's a holiday.
I'm happy to be here, but we're not like moving around at all. So like as we're sitting here on this live stream, everything is copacetic, right? Like we're good. I'm getting a little chatty. It's fine. As soon as the live stream ends, I go to like walk around the house and I'm like, too many drams.
Too many drams. Yeah. Yeah. We don't know until it's too late. Oh, the Ogre Lounge is in the house. Super late to the stream. A happy St. Patrick's Day from the Ogre Lounge from Eric's to Profio. Great to see you. Julie, I want to grab your elbow. I don't know what that means, but I like it.
Oh, right, because earlier we said, come with me. We're going to go.
I would actually like to see that.
Yeah, which is funny because sometimes I get distracted on the live streams. I feel like I've poured pretty like normal baby pours today.
I think you're doing very. It's just what a responsible pour that is.
But I do sometimes get distracted on the live streams and I don't not follow, but like
Well, there's no protocol.
No, I know, but there's comments that made and I'm like, I didn't really understand that comment. But I'm trying to pay more attention and I got it there.
You did great.
I know.
Oh, here we go. Let's do Irish toasts. Lauren says, may the best day of your past be the worst day of your future. That's a nice one.
Yeah, I like that.
If you have Irish toast, share them. I don't know if there's a lot more, but I like that one. Katie Turk is here. Cheers to you, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Ogre Lounge needs some tasting glasses. Totally agree. Completely agree. What does yours smell like?
I was going to cheers you, but...
Sláinte. Oh. What'd you pour?
Jameson.
That's why it smells just like mine.
I know. And, oh, is that what you're drinking? Oh, well, geez. So it was funny in our Irish tasting. I was kind of skeptical about Jameson. I didn't think it would hold up. I was just like, it's like everyone is go-to or...
Well, and it's a punching bag, too, because people love to dump on it because it's popular.
Is it boring or like whatever? And I will say, I think people like it because it's so bourbon-like. And we said this in the video, too, but like it was it won a blind
flight, and let's be honest, it won handily.
Yeah, and I think probably because our palates do tend to go towards more bourbons, right? Yeah. It was definitely the most bourbon-like, which is
big flavor, which is not something that you always expect on 80 proof Irish whiskey.
Yeah, because to be perfectly honest, I think except for the Slane that I've had before, and not the Jameson or whatever, the other ones did have a peatiness or like it's not Scotchy, but like a smokiness to them that made me feel like it was more like Scottish or something over there.
Well, definitely unusual compared to it was an unusual European note compared to the American note. Ethan's here as well. Ethan and Katie Turk. How about that? We got both Turks. We're feeling good about that.
So interesting note that I got out of my stout Jameson. This is different than I've had on the other two.
Sure.
Whatever sips or whatever. I got a little coffee on this one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Melissa, happy St. Patrick's Day to Norman. Come see us anytime. That's so nice. Norman, he's got a new heating pad, and he refuses to hang out with us now.
Yeah.
That came from his Auntie Liz.
His Auntie Liz gave us for his 16th birthday this little heating pad.
Which in cat years is 742.
No, but I think it's like 86. He's pretty old.
Seems old.
In the last month, it's been a little hit or miss. So where he was energetic and excited to be on camera, I feel like he's less thrilled right now.
It wasn't about being on camera. He just liked hanging out. Now he's just like, if I'm not warm, I don't care.
Yeah, so he's on this little heating pad right now. I can see him. And it was like the nicest thing because I think he was a little unsure of it at first. And now we kind of plug it in at the end of the day and he just wants to be warm and cozy. Yeah,
he's resituating himself right now.
Oh.
A stretch, a yawn, and he's going to sit back down.
I can try to get him. It feels like a naked live stream if we don't have a cat appearance.
I don't know if that's the phrase I would use. Matt H. is drinking Baker 7 tonight. We actually had a couple ounces of that last night. That is fantastic. So enjoy that, Matt.
I'll be right back.
Okay, see you later.
I'm just going to get the cat.
Wilderness Trail Rye in the Glen for Gerardo. At least the label screen. Yeah, and the rye is great, right? That's really, really tasty. That just came to Oregon. We couldn't be happier about it. There is a cask strength rye Wilderness Trail available in Oregon stores right now. If you haven't had it, go check it out. It's amazing.
Oh boy.
Ron Edler. Love that name. Joining you guys with a pour of Yellow Spot and a Guinness Extra Stout. Cheers. First one with a Yellow Spot tonight.
Also, shout out to Key and Peele.
Key and Peele.
If that's what you're referencing, but
how would it not
be? That's
be?
One of my most favorite little
I like
shorts.
Aaron and Balake.
Yeah.
Richard Harding's here. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you.
I don't know how long Norman's going to stay, but you just want to say Happy St. Patrick's Day.
What a good boy. Eric's talking about the Teeling's Black Pits. Tell me about that one because I've seen that logo and I actually haven't looked that closely at that packaging to see what it is. Brian Koppel, you all are great. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, thanks.
Brian's had a couple of drinks tonight and we appreciate that.
We've got you all fooled.
LCS is talking about Black Barrel is even better. That's the Bushmills, right? The Bushmills finished in bourbon.
Mhm.
We'd love to hear more about that.
Mhm.
Because I think it's the same price as regular Bushmills, but we haven't done a regular Bushmills here in a long time. I mean, that distillery's been around forever. That was like a wedding drink in our 20s. Like that was always around, and it's been around forever as a brand. That was just an easy whiskey to have a dram of at a wedding.
That's a wedding drink, which I feel like I only had. Oh, man, I'm glad wedding season is over. Or not wedding season, but like, like when you're in your 20s.
That's wedding
Everybody
season.
Gets married for the first time, and we actually
for the first time. What an optimistic thing to say.
Well, I mean, we did have like some early weddings, and then we were getting some second marriages like popped in, right? Like it felt like wedding season went on.
I rolled my eyes when you said second marriages. I don't mean that
No.
I believe in second chances at love. I just get exhausted from so many celebrations.
From a participant.
I'm a guy that I like my like alone time.
Yeah, I was like, no, but I was like, man, I've been standing up for weddings for like 15 years. Like, I'm cutting it out, right? Like, no more. And I don't know where I was going with this, obviously.
Yeah, okay. Well, that worked out great for all of us. Oh, here we go. Bill's got an Irish toast. Hang on, I need to pour a whiskey so that I can read this thing. Let's have a Kilbeggan. I like the Kilbeggan packaging, by the way. It's a heavy glass. And I don't mind a twist top.
I was just thinking, like, you distracted me, so I'm like a squirrel sometimes.
So many jokes I want to make, but I'm not going to.
Whiskey. Cat.
Nuts.
Weddings.
Wedding, okay.
Bourbon.
All right, I got a whiskey, so let's make a toast. We're going to make Bill's toast here.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm counting out loud.
Here's to a long life and a merry one, a quick death and an easy one, a pretty girl and an honest one, a cold beer and another one.
Yeah, I like all of that.
Man, that's fantastic. Sláinte.
Oh. You know what I realized?
Thank you for that, Bill. That was great.
The cheers, we always have to look each other. So my brother-in-law is a big always. That's a terrible accent.
That's our British accent. That's what we do.
That was like our terrible.
We apologize to all of our English followers.
Yeah. But my brother-in-law is.
The cat fur just landed in my glass.
Yeah. Is a British gentleman. And
he's.
I don't know if you would call him a gentleman, but he's a British guy. And he is very like. Whenever he comes to visit, it's like eyes. Anytime you cheers, right?
Yeah, you better get it right.
What is it? 7 years bad sex is what he says.
Oh boy,
you don't want 7 years bad sex, and if you don't look each other in the eyes, and it's just not something we have here, and so it's like very like intense.
It's an intensity, yeah.
Because we're like all in it, and I feel like he believes that wholeheartedly.
He probably does.
Yeah.
Well, he's a good dude either way.
Yeah, I love him.
Sláinte, y'all. Hope you're enjoying something solidly Irish and hopefully not green. Well, the whiskey is Irish. The beer is American.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Ghostfish 6th anniversary triple layer chocolate fudge cake pastry stout. That's a long way to go to say I'm drinking strong chocolatey stout.
And I'm drinking the Pelican Brewing, which is an Oregon brewery. Which
one
is
of
lovely.
our favorite places on the coast, actually.
Tsunami Stout. Yeah, if it's sunny.
Pacific City is gorgeous.
If it's sunny, there's nothing better.
Yeah.
Pants likes it too. Oh, sorry. Norman likes it too.
Oh, yeah. His last name it's Norman Kitty Pants. So if you ever hear us talking about pants, that's him.
That's him. Yeah.
Keith wants to know what's Norman drinking. Julie's water.
Yeah, he's been very thirsty. For all of you, when I say that, for all of you who immediately say, have you gotten checked out? Yes, he has done all the tests and it's all come back surprisingly amazing. That's a quote from my vet.
Yeah, he's way healthier than he should be.
Way healthier than he should be. So I think he's just a little bit of a...
Diva?
Diva is a great word.
Fritz says that our cat's eating pad is called Florida.
Yeah.
I guess when you live in Florida, that makes sense.
Again?
Our cat's eating pad is called Florida.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Hello, sweet Norman. Oh, but everybody loves the cat.
I know he's going over.
Except for the one person. There was one person we saw that commented recently was like, enough with the cat.
Oh, really? Oh, it's like the whole reason people watch this channel.
It's the whole reason. It's the whole reason I would watch it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
The proof is higher at second weddings. That's a nice quote from Fritz. I like that. Steven says, Julie, you have positive Tourette's. That's great.
Gosh, I kind of want to rewatch this only to find out what my comment. Like when we started talking about marriages, that was so weird, and I want to know why.
Oh, it's not going to come back to you. I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Blind Squirrel Whiskey Nut says surfing in Pacific City. Absolutely.
Blind Squirrel Whiskey Nut sounds like my.
It's a great phrase.
It should be my spirit animal.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans is here. Cheers to you.
Yeah.
Eric says, Howie says hi to Norman. Do you hear that? Howie. By the way, Ruby Heart 921 posted a photo of, I think it was Jackson outside of her window today. Was he, did your cats go outside? Because that was an amazing photo.
Oh, that'd be like, you're like,
He's like
"Mom."
outside. She's like waiting on happy hour.
Yeah, we're like, guys, I've been waiting.
Well, I am excited to get into this one. This is a little bit heavier, this stout.
What did you?
I poured this
I missed
6th
that.
anniversary one from Ghostfish. This is I got to get their new one. It was a Belgian aged in tequila barrels.
Right.
We got to get up to Seattle.
That was just their anniversary party, right? Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
First
wish we
time
could've
it's actually
been up
gone
there.
through in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
right?
7% alcohol. Well, this should go great.
Yeah. I always want to wait till the weather's better. It's always so rainy.
Care less about the rain.
I know. But life is better when it's less rainy. Of course, it's St. Patrick's Day and it's always rainy in Ireland. So maybe life is better with the rain.
It's not always rainy in Ireland. You've seen Waking Ned Divine. It storms sometimes, but then there's a beautiful sunset, and you sing the parting glass.
Oh, also, part of our St. Patrick's Day routine, it's not really a routine because it goes throughout the whole entire month, is we do love to watch a few key movies. I think we mentioned this last year too. Waking Ned Divine is one of our favorites. We've seen it now so many times that it obviously doesn't take you by surprise.
I might watch it again tonight.
But the first time we watched it, I was like, was not expecting the finale there. And it's just a lovely, easy.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, you don't.
Fun.
You're not like invested in this or that or whatever. It's just like you want the best for the community.
It's a feel good. You'll
It's
feel
a feel
good.
good.
You will feel good. William Higgins says my second pour is 3 fingers of Pikesville. We love Pikesville, and that is the right amount.
3 fingers? Ooh. Nice.
Right, guys, here. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Team Bourbon Van. You hear that, Norman? That's you. Oh, Grumpy O'Fart. He's got a. Do you want to do this? This cheers. This.
Wait, another one? Wait,
Yeah.
where? Oh gosh, pressure's on. Oh, I could do this one. Okay.
I know how to read.
Sometimes. Okay. May neighbors respect you, trouble neglect you, the angels protect you, and heaven accept you.
Oh, that's nice.
Sláinte.
Thank you for that. I
That was
love
nice.
that. I knew there were more of them out there.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy. See, look at Wendy. I knew she'd come through.
That divine.
So we do stick to like really basic movies or whatever, but Ernie's the cat, who I haven't seen on the stream today.
Well, they watch on a smart TV, so they're not able to comment all the time.
Well, you're gonna get.
That's how we watch everything too.
I know you're gonna get an earful after this is done. But
oh boy, that's right. You're gonna get a text full from Julie.
Textful, a Slack message from
you're gonna get
not from Julie.
You're gonna get a frustrated Slack message.
They do talk about Michael Collins, which we have not seen. Liam Neeson's. Yeah, we love Liam Neeson.
Deal.
Can't go wrong there. Which we have not seen, which we should do. And then what's the new one? Did it come out this year?
Oh, it's called
last year?
Belfast, I think.
Belfast, which we saw the preview for and looked very good.
Looked interesting, yeah. I've heard
so
good
to
things.
see that. But we do Once. I love Once. It's just
Oh, we should watch Once tonight.
I love anything that's
because I know how
musical.
it ends, so I won't be upset if I fall asleep during it.
True. Can't fall asleep. We still have 2 hours on our corned beef.
Oh my god. Well, we're gonna be online for the next 2 hours. All right. So really quickly, Ruby says Jackson doesn't go outside. He was looking in from the screen porch. Well, that's nice. Screen porches are fun for cats.
Yeah, I love screen porches.
3 fingers equals Julie pour. That's accurate.
Oh, I almost said that because We had recently had a Patreon live stream, and we talked about the Julie pour, which is actually
It's going to be a glass soon.
which is
I've been
actually
working on it.
an iteration from my friend Liz. She doesn't drink wine anymore, but she used to drink wine, and she would take whatever the wine glass was and just
Liz pour was basically most of the glass.
And every time we go out for a restaurant, like you'd get, sometimes you go and they give you like the worst pours, and it's just annoying because you're paying so much money. And then sometimes you'd get that like beautiful half the wine glass pour, and I was like, "Ooh,
you're in the right place." Then.
Yeah, I was like, "This is a Liz pour," and so I kind of stole it. So I just want to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah. I don't think she'd be upset.
Yeah.
Quinn Salivi is here. That's a fun name to say. First pour of the night, Russell's Reserve 10-year. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Blind Squirrel Whiskey Nut also having Russell's Reserve 10-year. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Secret of Roan Irish. Bill Becker recommends that. Write that one down.
Wait.
You don't actually have to write it down.
No, I'm not, but I'm going to circling back, Google it.
Oh, Wendy says it too. Okay, well, if two backers agree.
Wait, what's the name?
Secret of Roan Inish? No. Inish. Okay. Roan Inish.
Spell that for me.
ROANINISH. I said Irish the first time. I never heard of it.
Looks like a lovely cast. I just Googled it.
You don't know those people.
No, I don't know them. 1994.
The Commitments is a good Irish movie with good music. We love the good music. We didn't talk about the music. We were going to talk about music.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
See, I told you we're like squirrels. Like, we get distracted and we're off on it. But you did say you wanted to talk about Irish music. We talked about the Pogues.
We talked a little about the Pogues.
And JT. And his playlist.
And his cats.
Yeah.
William Higgins is here. Yes, ma'am. All right. Here's another toast. I'll see. Here's the toast my elders gave at my wedding. Okay. Dance as if no one were watching. Sing as if no one were listening. Live every day as if it were your last. Love that. Sláinte.
I will say, I love dancing.
Yeah?
I only do that if you're like with your girlfriends. And and like you only have like a select few. Like I have I give you like groups of friends sounds weird or whatever. But it's like I've got these friends that do this. And
they're
these
called
friends
gangs.
Right. Like I'm thinking about Jess down in Florida. She's not going dancing with me. But
no,
if I think
was
about
gonna say you just got back from there. You guys didn't dance.
No, we just drank. And when we went to, but if you go to Chicago, like Beth, Meg.
You think Beth is gonna dance with you?
No, they do. Beth,
really?
Meg, whatever. We all went out and we used to like cut a rug when it was just the ladies. So there's just
really.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
We were known to do that.
Okay.
No, I'm feeling old.
I think it's great. I just didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Wendell's on to his second Green Label bottle of the night. Russell's 6-year single barrel rye. That's a good one right there. Okay. So
music.
We should talk music. So I have hi. How are you? I like your face. Yeah, good boy. I've 2 favorite songs this year that I've never heard before.
Oh, yes.
So new Irish song. I'm just rotating. The cat is pushing me to the side.
That's fine.
So it's by the same band, a band called the Real Mackenzies.
Okay. I like that name.
You're going to look it up?
Yeah, I want to. Why not?
And I will say that the first song is perfect to run to. It actually hits my stride perfectly.
What is the tempo that you always strive for?
180 beats a minute, so three
okay.
steps a second.
Yeah. Which is why I like more like hip hop music or whatever, R&B type music.
California, Tupac, California is the perfect song for me to run.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's called Tempest. The song is called Tempest, and it's fantastic. And it starts off with a lot of singing and some bagpipe music and stuff like that. The actual like drums and the rest of the band doesn't come in until it's halfway done, but by then you're like kind of settled in, and then all of a sudden it comes through with this rush of great noise. And I love the rush of great noise. So Tempest by the Real Mackenzies, and then the other one is 36 Barrels by the Real Mackenzie. I think the album is called Beer and Loathing, which is fantastic.
Oh, like Fear and Loathing. Nice.
So really, really like that. And then of course as always we listen to Dropkick, Murphy's, Flogging Molly, all that sort of thing. But the band that I never really listened to that much, that I listened to a lot this year, is the Tossers. Which is
oh no, they keep popping up on our Spotify playlist. I like them.
That's a Chicago-based band that is, I think they're Chicago-based because they sing about Chicago nonstop.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love them. I love that song, the Emerald City, talking about like meeting the girl he loves in Chicago, and I'm like, oh, I get giggles because that's like I kind of did that. Highly recommend the Tossers stuff. All their stuff is great. And then there's a Pogue song that I never really listened to before that I've been loving this year, which is The Body of an American. It's fantastic. I actually haven't delved into the history of it yet to find out exactly what the heck they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I love the song, and I don't even know if it's an original by now. I have no idea, but I love it, and I can't wait to learn more about it. I need to find a little time to research these songs because I'm a guy who likes his history when it comes to music.
You do.
I like the story behind it. So
you do.
Things to look into.
It was your first love.
Music's my first love.
Yeah, for sure. I love it.
I'm sure I'm not alone out there.
I got the cat chilling right now.
He's giving up.
It was like story time. Like he was just like, yeah, I think I could settle in. And
he kind of looks like a Muppet.
So, I know.
Oh, he's staring me down. I shouldn't have said that.
Oh my God, I'm going to keep you up all night long.
Oh yeah, the Cranberries, Dolores O'Riordan was a gift to the world. Completely agree. Here's to her. Raise a dram to beloved Dolores. I love that. That's just a poetic way to say it. Old Man Bourbon's here. Happy St. Patty's Day to the Bourbon Van, and happy St. Patty's Day to you, Old Man Bourbon. Look who's here, Robert Longhauser. Very happy St. Patrick's Day today, Phil and Julie and the Bourbon Van community. Drinking a Tullamore Dew and a Jameson IPA edition now to help celebrate. Now that's how you do it. Well done, Robert.
I like the Tullamore Dew. I like saying that.
Tullamore? Yeah.
I don't know why.
The Tullamore Polka is another great song.
Going back to, we're so nerdy, and going back to watching Ned Divine, because it literally is one of those things we look forward to every year.
Yeah. It really, it's like, there are like Christmas movies that I used to look forward to that Ned Divine has gone way out in front of.
Well, part of me is like, I have like mixed things about it. Like if I was a young person, like you're looking at it from like one angle, but as we get older or whatever, I'm like, to live in a community that was like so like behind each other, like everyone had each other's backs and everyone's willing to help each other and do whatever it was. And obviously this is like a 30, I don't know, 100 people in a community or whatever that takes place in this whatever. But I just like that idea of just helping out your neighbor.
It makes me want to move to Ireland and live in a teeny tiny community, or to any coast. The Oregon coast would be just fine.
It does kind of feel like, I mean, we have just lovely neighbors that live next door.
Totally. Love them.
And it's like one of those feelings like you would do anything that they needed. They would do anything for us that we had asked them, obviously. And it's
we always help each other out.
Yeah. And it's a lovely thing that I feel has gone away the last few years, and I'm hoping will make a resurgence.
Yeah, but communities like this, like the Bourbon Van community.
I know. And also
we felt more love in the last year, but we felt in a long time. Aloha from Aloha. Cheers from EJ. EJ, it sounds like you're having... Man, you're in the right place at the right time here.
I'm assuming that means that you're in Hawaii right now, and that makes me extremely jealous.
Sounds great. Rusty says he's going to move on to the Emerald Giant. Green in the label, emerald in the name. What could go wrong? That sounds... I think he nailed it. That's a great idea. Mm-hmm. This live stream equals mighty good crack. I don't know how to say it.
Wait, let me see. Let me read it. Which one? Where am I at?
This one here. Crack? No, that's what that lady said when I ordered a crack when I was in Belgium. Yeah, she was surprised that I ordered a crack because I was a dude, apparently.
Well, I feel like we were confused. I think we were probably thinking about this one, and we said crack for whatever reason. And it came out to be like that raspberry beer that I was like obsessed with.
I thought I ordered a quack.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it was. You thought you were.
I was like, oh, it'll come with a wooden handle. And they were like, here's a cherry beer. And I was like, oh dear, I messed up.
Yeah, that was less cool.
Irish cheers from Lisa and Troy. Cheers to both of you.
Cheers.
Loving that bulldog.
Oh, he makes me want to give him a hug.
That's an angry dog that wants a hug. Well, we are 1.5 hours in here.
Mm-hmm.
Crack. I kind of got it right. We are 1.5 hours in here, which means that I think it's time to give away one of our 2 giveaways tonight. Don't you?
Yes, we can do that.
I think we should do it.
And then we have a second one. We're giving away 2 tonight,
We're giving away 2 sets of glasses
at the
tonight.
very end,
we'll do another one.
Like, hey, high five.
We'll give one away now, and we'll give another one away in 30 minutes.
I love it.
Are we on for another 30 minutes? Are you guys cool with that? I got so much beer left here.
I still have an hour and 15. Oh, I might have to see if it's going to be done early. Just like, I'm just going to like cut off a little piece of the corned beef. Like
it is starting to smell good in here.
Is it?
I
even put it on high. The entire morning I was like, I gotta get it in the crock pot. I gotta get it in. I just didn't.
Well, it must be smelling good because Norman just went and finally started eating some of his food over there.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you want to do this? You want to
pick a number?
Do you want to randomize those real quick? And
227. Between 1 and 227. And I will randomize them.
You randomize.
And then I'm gonna reset them for the final.
We're just getting started.
It's like March Madness.
Right.
For the final.
Pick a number between 1 and 227.
Yes. Please.
Okay.
But wait, I'm not ready yet.
Hang on. We got a late entry.
Yeah. Hold on. You want to get in? Oh,
Jim is here.
Cheers, Jim.
Jim on a weekday night. Look at him go. Quick check-in before heading out to work. Right. Not drinking, not even Irish coffee for me tonight. That's because you're a responsible human being. We appreciate that too.
Yeah, way more responsible than we are.
Thankfully, we don't have to go do anything yet tonight. You're copying one at a time.
Hey, I'm trying to get everyone their entries that I'm being fair here. Okay, so 1 to 247 is what we're going to do.
247.
Yeah.
All right. Once you've got it randomized, let me know.
Got it. All right.
Ready?
Hit me with your best shot.
Well, that was so good. We're going to get a copyright strike now.
I think it has to be more than like 10 seconds or something.
That sounded pretty good. Pick a number between 1 and 247.
188? Is that what she said? She's very quiet.
Yeah, I'm going to show it to you here because it was too quiet. 188. And you can see all my apps that I've got there, and they're all nonsense. White noise, the most important one on my phone.
Eric Gunderson. Cheers.
Eric Gunderson. We got 2 glasses going to Tennessee
Gunderson.
tonight for Mr. Eric Gunderson. Congrats. That's the first one. We have one more tonight coming up in 26 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, we're going for a full 2 hours tonight. Originally, we were like, well, let's go for an hour because I'm sure there's other streams going, whatever.
There definitely are. Yeah.
I am just having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Eric Anderson, we have your info already. So
yeah, I know where you live.
2 new glasses coming your way. I'm wondering, we may have not sent your coin yet, so we'll send that as well.
Oh, right. Yeah, it'll come with your coin and your 2022 Patreon glass. What? Yeah, it's going to be a big week for Eric Anderson.
Big week for Eric. I love it.
Bill says Pat Benatar's agent is on the phone.
Wait. Oh, for my beautiful singing. So it's so funny. We have, I don't know if, I'm not sure, but I did some karaoke when we lived in Portland.
Oh, I mean,
I never made you go. I'm just saying, but it was the first time that I had ever experienced karaoke where you weren't just like at a dive bar and you just went up to the microphone and sang in front of all these people. Like you could actually rent a room with your friends and have karaoke.
Oh, we did that in Japan.
Yeah. So there was like no, I mean, I'm not a shy person, so I would just say I'm sorry, guys.
Known you to be a shy person.
Yeah. But like, there was no like, I'm not going to sing because what will people think kind of because you're with all your friends and who cares? And so I just got a notification the other day that the karaoke places are back open. So Hit Me With Your Best Shot could be making a comeback. Actually, I always like
everybody's looking forward to it.
Yeah, I actually think that I used to try to do like Whitney Houston, even though I have the worst singing voice ever. I just thought it was so funny.
I one time had a karaoke guy, like I finished singing, and he's like, I don't have anybody on the list. You want to do another one? And I was like, sure. And he played AC/DC.
Oh no. Yeah.
I can't sing like AC/DC. And he cut me off like halfway through. He's like, people are leaving. I was like, no kidding.
Yeah. Also, like,
Thank you, Robert Longhauser, by the way. Cheers.
Robert, cheers. Thank you. I was just thinking about, so when we were very young, I'm talking like 21 years old or something like that.
Babies.
There was what we thought was like the coolest. Remember that like what was it called? Finkies?
Finkies.
Yeah. It was like a half dance club. Actually, it was probably like a full dance club.
That was a pretty cool place.
It was very cool.
It was like the last place Warrant played a show in Northwest Indiana. It said Warrant on the sign for like 10 years after that place shut down, and then Finkies took over.
But I do remember
Club Dimensions, by the way.
Yeah, I do remember like on the, I was gonna say off season, but like on a Tuesday, right, when people weren't doing shows or having like concerts or whatever, we would go there and it would be karaoke night, and I would try to sing. Oh shit! What was the name of that band?
You used to sing Spiderwebs all the time.
No, yeah, I did. But what was the Gosh. He's not alive anymore, which is terrible. It's not true.
I mean, that could be a lot of people.
Oh,
Bowie?
No. It was a punk rock band. It wasn't 311. It was, oh my gosh, why can't I think of it? It was just in my head and I squirreled it out. Wait. So
I'm not gonna move on because we need to get to the bottom of this. This is important to me.
Remember, he was very like, I remember reading about this guy and he was like very smart, but if I recall, he did a collab with Jay-Z at one point. He's on like the Hood Internet.
He's a punk guy?
Yeah. He was very popular in like 99 to 2001.
Look it up. I want to now.
No,
I gotta know. I gotta know.
Phil, you keep going. I'm gonna
keep going.
Yeah.
Sipping some Knob Creek 120 proof is Troy Toole. Is that a single barrel store pick? Monday we have a flight video coming out where we feature a 120 proof store pick from Portland. That's good whiskey. Robert Longhauser says Whiskey in the Jar by Metallica and Thin Lizzy is the best Irish song ever. I'll be honest. Metallica Whiskey in the Jar is just, I feel like there's a lot of purists out there that are like, that version of Whiskey in the Jar is not their favorite. I love it. Japan karaoke. Tell me you've seen Lost in Translation. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, one of my favorite memory from singing karaoke in Japan was when we were in where's the Golden Palace located? Not Osaka, Kyoto. We were in Kyoto. We went to a Japanese place. His entire head is in your water glass.
Oh no! Do
you want to put some water in there? Oh my god, the cat is going to drown himself. I was singing a Talking Heads song with our friend Money Mike. There's water under the ocean. That song, and his wife was like, "What is this? I've never heard this song before. Is this a real song?" And if you've never heard it before,
very young.
But if you've never heard that song before, you would think that you were just making it up.
She's quite a bit younger than we are. Why can I not remember who this is? We loved them so much. Not loved them. It wasn't. Can you just start naming me like late 90s? No, it wasn't. It was like early 2000s.
Punk bands?
Punk/rock band. It wasn't.
We were listening to Bad Religion back then. I don't know.
Chester Benningfield. Is that a real person?
Yeah, you're talking about
Bennington. That's what
that wasn't on Hood Internet. That was that combo with Jay-Z.
Well, I said Jay-Z earlier.
Okay.
Wait, what's his band? I can't believe I just came
Thank
up
you,
with
LC.
That. That was pretty freaking awesome. Linkin Park. That was it.
There you go. I don't know why I couldn't come up with the name.
Yeah, so I would go up to karaoke and think that I could somehow sing Linkin Park. It was disastrous.
Party fellow can't forget music artists and bring it up. Drink.
Oh, I'll do that.
John
I
White's
did
here.
think of it.
Cheers to John White. Cheers to Edward Brogan. I like that name. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Working on a dram of writer's tears. That's a bottle we haven't tried yet, and we really need to. Tom Lynch is here. Cheers to you. The Goo Goo Dolls used to be a punk band. Our Burns. All right. Hang on. Our Burns and I just became best friends. Hang on. Because nobody knows. Nobody knows that
because they only remember like the
first.
I feel bad about saying this, but like the Sad Bastard Goo Goo Dolls versus like
the first album that I heard from them
Yeah.
was the self-titled album, and they had Don't Fear the Reaper, the 7-minute song. It was like they condensed it down to like 3 minutes. They were a speed metal band. They were like a thrash rock band,
Mhm.
and it was fantastic. We loved it, and then I remember an interview that I read in Guitar World years later when I worked in a grocery store, and I used to take the magazine up to the break room,
Yeah.
and then put it back on the shelf. And he was saying, the lead guy in the band was saying, Johnny Resnick said, "Yeah, we were making all this music that we actually wanted to make, and then Name hit, and we just knew we were going to play that stupid song for the rest of our lives."
I actually think about this quite often. So
Same as it ever was. Thank you, Keith.
Yeah. So I think about this quite often. So I am a huge Goo Goo Dolls. No, I'm a huge Foo Fighters song. I love them. Song. Foo Fighters fan. I love them since their inception, basically. We've seen them, I don't know, like 7 or 8 times or something like that.
Great band.
It's crazy. But I do think when I think about them, they've been playing now for, I don't know, 25, 35 years. I don't know how long they've been playing. Do they get sick of playing just the same old, same old? Because as somebody that goes to the show, like if I hear Monkey Wrench, it immediately transports me back to being like in high school.
Just after high school.
Yeah, but like that era, right? Just after high school. But like that era, like, and for them, it's probably like so boring. Like every so often we'll watch like Austin City Limits. It's on, the PBS app or whatever.
Right.
And they'll be like they've done a couple shows there and everybody loves it. But I just always wonder, like, do they get sick of playing those just like same songs? Of course they're fun.
As long as they're fun songs.
Yeah.
That
I
makes
guess it's a
difference.
little different than that, like, what's my name song? The Goo Goo Dolls name song. That's a little bit.
You just combined Blink-182.
No, that's what's my age. I know, but like, yeah.
John White's here. Best whiskey in the jar was Thin Lizzy. I don't know if I can disagree with you on that. I think that might be right.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else gets Linkin Park. Great job, everyone.
Oh gosh.
Hang on, Doug Tucker says he still listens to Bad Religion, and I do too.
I love Bad Religion. So. Literally, I was not really into music at all until I met Phil, and he got me into. And Bad Religion was like the first thing. It was, this little anarchist movement or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a punk background.
Yeah, but I still listen to it. Whenever we're on a road trip, if we're ever getting like tired or something like that, throw a Bad Religion album on. You're good to go.
We love it. Yeah, that was some of the first concerts we ever went to, and several of them.
Yeah.
Bad Religion and Rise Against. We saw them like 3 times touring together. Fantastic.
Yeah.
William Higgins says he's getting Macallan 12 3 fingers.
Ooh, nice.
It's just, I love it. I love the way you pour a whiskey, my man.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters are the best, says Keith Dacus. Totally agree.
Mm-hmm.
Robert says, I love original songs, but covers can be appreciated depending on the artist and song. Completely agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
From a purely enjoyment standpoint, from like a bystander, I'm going to a bar. Say like you're gonna go see a show that there's a band playing. If they're playing covers, you're in for the best night of your life.
A lot of times, yeah.
Like if you're not paying for it, if you're gonna go spend like $70 to see someone play covers, that's silly. But yeah, I like it. I can't believe everyone said Linkin Park. Was it after I said we're so far behind that I'm like?
Well, we got caught up, but I missed something because everybody is giving congratulations. Oh no, never mind. I got that.
Well, I was just thinking, like, I didn't give any clues that it was Chester. I can't believe I came up with Chester. I said Bentingfield. That wasn't right.
Whatever.
But it was close. Chester was pretty good. I guess Jay-Z could have thrown it off too.
I mean, some people got that. Really impressive.
I'm impressed.
Ruby says, speaking of bands getting tired of playing the same stuff live, think of the bands from my generation who have been playing live for over 50 years. I think about it all the time. Matter of fact, when I was writing songs, I was like in my late teens, early 20s, and I had a coworker at the time, and he used to drive a limo for Loop Limousines in Chicago. So he met tons of artists, and he used to say, you know what the one thing they complain about the most is? Having to play the same song all the time.
I know.
He's like, and so
it's like a blessing and a curse.
I used to play my music for him, and I would say, like, what do you think of that? And he would go, is that a song you want to play 50 years from now? And it didn't occur to me at the time, but I was thinking way too big.
Yeah. Well, you're probably like, yeah, I would be okay with this if it was worth millions.
No, but I would think like,
time,
oh, he's right. Yeah, I don't want to sing this 50 years from now. Instead of being like, that's never going to happen anyway.
Well, I do think about like the Rolling Stones or whatever. Like, I just saw that they were going on another tour. I think, right? Like they're going on another tour. I don't know.
Who's that?
The Rolling Stones. And
yeah, I guess.
And there has to be a little bit of, because for them, it's like, oh God, I've been playing this for what feels like a million years.
Totally.
But at the same time, like the excitement of the crowd, like if you as a spectator,
you have to play along.
If you go to the show, you're like ticking down, like, okay, they played this, but they haven't played my favorite, whatever that is. And if they don't play like Satisfaction.
Right. But then you think about a guy like Bob Dylan, who has what, 70 albums now of various types of things, whether they're underground or otherwise. He can just play whatever the heck he wants.
That's true.
When you've got that much music, you play what's speaking to you at the moment, and you just go in phases. The same way that you and I listen to certain bands or certain albums over and over again for a certain period of time, then move on to something else. They can do that with their own catalog, especially if they've changed styles from time to time, which is something Dylan does. It's something the Foo Fighters tend to be doing over the last 20 years. They changed a little, just enough to keep it interesting. I think that's great.
Well, I was just thinking about Dylan in particular. Like, of course, you would always want to hear Watchtower, but you're never going to hear it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's so
Dylan played Watchtower when the first concert we ever went to.
But he's so interesting because it's like, to me, it's like such a chill experience to like listen to the band play, right? Like just to be in that environment and like whatever. But when you're like talking about something like the Rolling Stones or like even the Foo Fighters, like the energy is so high and the expectation is so high, and it doesn't matter that you've loved 10 albums, like you still want to hear those like 12 songs that you either grew up with or have loved on the radio. I don't know.
There's a respect.
It does feel a little, it feels like when you're like at this like more rock whatever stage versus like more folksy.
Yeah.
There's a different
balance. Dylan, after Hendrix died, insisted that his band, whenever they play the Watchtower, they play it the way Hendrix did. So there's ways to make anything more interesting to you out there as an artist. So I'm just glad that they're out there making music and thrilling us all. Eric says, time for a pour of blue spot. CS, is that cask strength? Is there a cask strength?
Wait, is there a
spot?
blue?
There's a yellow, there's a green, there's a blue, and that is at least one of them seems to be cask strength. That's awesome. LC says that rock kept us going in Vietnam when I was there. Wow, cheers. Led Zeppelin getting a lot of love in the chat right now. Money Mike, our friend Money Mike, that's like his favorite band.
Yeah.
He and I didn't get along over that when I first met him because I was not a Led Zeppelin fan. And these days, I wouldn't call myself a fan, but I would say that there's at least 2 full albums that I really enjoy, and I didn't know how to enjoy them before.
Everything
changes all the time, taste wise.
What I love about Zeppelin fans is that they're all in.
Yeah. Like, we actually have some Zeppelin records now, which 20 years ago, if you told me I had Zeppelin records, I'd have been like, no way.
But like, people can enjoy it. Like we enjoy it. It's fine. Like whatever. But like, if you're a Zeppelin, like if you're a fan, that's it.
There's an intensity.
There's an intensity behind that. And
I never used to, I never used to like think that much of it. Same thing with Pink Floyd. I never used to think that much of it, but now I respect that intensity. I get it.
Well, we were in Idaho. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It was like 6 or 7 years ago.
I was going to say, what is this story?
When we were in Ketchum, remember? And we were just walking around, and it was just like we were going actually that was the destination at the time. I don't remember. But
We're
like
heading for Colorado that trip.
oh, that's right. We were in that area for like a few days or whatever, but we ran across people that had been traveling the US. It wasn't even like, it was just like, I don't know if it was a cover band, but it was like they were all in on Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. I was just, for some reason, that just kind of impresses me.
Sure.
I was gonna say not impresses me, but it kind of does. That
I completely
dedication
agree.
to like, it reminds me of when we were in Indiana and your neighbor that lived next door was like,
oh, the Humphreys McGee
the
fans.
Humphrey. He was like, I mean, he was very young. I
It was
think he was
a-
like
it was a-
19 or 20 or something like that.
It was
but,
a couple of brothers.
yeah, but they
were
were
in.
like, they lived and breathed Humphrey McGee.
I mean, at the time, Humphreys McGee wasn't a very big band. I remember that some of the guys in that band actually stayed there that night.
Yeah.
That one night, and we met them, and I was like, whatever, just more people in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Edward Brogan says the Foos are great, but the band that always changed with each album was the Beatles. Totally agree. I actually said that the Foo Fighters were like the Beatles light in that every album is just different enough. At least they were in the early ones. The last few pretty similar, but for the first like 3 albums, they changed pretty dramatically from album to album.
Yeah.
Not as much as the Beatles, I would say, but I would say that sort of like timeline makes sense to me. I would compare them in that way. The Beatles more dramatic, of course.
Right.
Wendy says, Eric Gunderson tasting notes on Blue Spot, please. We're a little bit behind. I hope we catch up to that.
Yeah. What timestamp? 5? Oh no, we're doing pretty good.
We're talking about Triumph, Scorpions, Ozzy, the original Van Halen. Oh, well, we're getting into it. Joe Walsh. Joe Walsh used to say on stage before playing, life's been good. If I knew I'd have to play this all the time, I would have written something else.
Seriously. Think about like some of the early songs that you wrote.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like the girlfriend fan. What do you call that? Maybe it's just girlfriend fan or whatever.
I mean, there's words for it, but I never would have attributed one to you.
A groupie. I was a groupie.
Yeah. Dio and Iron Maiden? Hell yeah.
I know, but you do think back about that like, oh man. I mean, even at the end, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not going to come see you play at the bar this weekend. I'm tired.
When Julie stopped coming, I was like, the band's done.
Like,
We're done.
I'm really tired about going to the bar again and watching these play. But yeah.
Eric's got that, was it Yellow Spot or Blue Spot that he was drinking? Yes, cask strength, 58.7 ABV. That's definitely higher than any Irish whiskey we've ever had.
Mm-hmm. I'm having a great time, by the way. I still am very sad that we have an hour and a half till we get to eat that corned beef.
Me too. Everybody's all in on Zeppelin, and I appreciate it. Musicianship crazy. John Bonham, best drummer ever.
Mm-hmm.
Even better than Buddy Rich.
He was part of
Buddy Rich was awesome too.
Which was the video we did when we did drummers?
You only need 5 rye whiskeys.
Oh, right.
I had so much fun with this week's video. You only need 5 bourbons 2022 edition, which, by the way, approaching 8,000 views this week already. So thank you so much to those of you who have seen it. If you haven't, go watch it, give it a like, and then comment on it and say, you guys are the best, and I love watching your channel. It'll be great. But that drummer one was
off. The moment where I was like,
I think we're talking about the Highwaymen.
We are talking about 2 different bands.
But the thing I always appreciate about that You Only Need 5 Rye Whiskeys video where we talked about drummers, it was literally off the top of my head.
I know. Right before that, you were like, I think I want to do this. And I was like,
maybe we should do this. I was like, this one seems like the drummer from Van Halen. And you were like, do you think you could do that for all 5 of them? I was like, probably not. We did it anyway.
Yeah. I love it. Also, Traveling Wilburys, great travel music.
Yeah, fantastic driving music.
But also, so now I'm confusing Traveling Wilburys with Highwaymen. Which is the one where there's like there's a song with a story, he went to shoot. There was a lady and you're thinking of
I guarantee you're thinking of the Highwaymen. You're thinking of the one where each of them is a different character who doesn't survive their story.
Yeah, I put that on replay so I can obviously I learned it really well, but
I was a dam builder.
Yeah.
I slipped and fell into the wet concrete below.
And then the sheriff came and
that seems like a different song.
Oh,
I think that's just a Johnny Cash song.
No, but there was a song. I feel like there was a song where it was like a huge story. It wasn't the truck. It must have been the Highwaymen because it. No, but I feel like it was Dylan was singing it.
What song is this?
But there was like a girl and she ran away with her boyfriend, but then like I'm gonna say a cowboy came and like but then the sheriff came and she killed the sheriff or he killed
I know
the
what song.
sheriff.
I know what you're singing.
Yeah.
Lily, Rosemary, and the Jack. That's the Bob Dylan song.
Oh yeah.
Lily, Rosemary. Yeah, I think there's Lily.
But it is
it Rosemary?
It is the Traveling Wilburys, right? It's on their album.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Look at you.
Listen to that song. It's
no,
really fascinating.
Yeah, you're thinking it's Tweeter and the Monkey Man. We're hard
Tweety.
up for gas.
Yeah. Tweety.
They stayed
yeah.
up all night selling cocaine and hash.
Yeah. It's fascinating. Like, and you have to.
So I can't believe that's where we wound up on that. But you're absolutely right. But that's one of the greatest outlaw songs of all time.
I know, and you have to listen to it on repeat because there's so many interesting stuff that happens. Like the lyrics of that are it's like a story. It actually goes with Dylan because Dylan's such a storyteller, but like that is like a story, like a meaty story, and you want to follow it and you're like, wait a second, rewind 30 seconds. How did we get to this point? And like you have to learn the characters.
Last year we were driving to California and we were heading down the 5 and we were all over the place heading into Weed, California. And
great name.
You were like, hang on, I want to hear that song again. And you kept saying it at the end of the song.
Yeah.
We listened to it like 6 times in a row because the story is so interesting. But you were driving, so you had to focus. And
I know, and I'm not good. Like I'm good. Like it's like booked on tape. Like if I'm a passenger, I'm in, but I can't do it while I'm driving. Anyway,
Russ says that he thought that you were talking about a Hallmark movie at one point.
Probably pretty similar. Anyway, if you what's the song called? I'm gonna reco everyone that's still on the live stream right now to listen to the Traveling Wilburys. Lily, wait, I'm gonna look it up.
No. That Lily, Rosemary, and the Jack is from Bob Dylan's Desire album, I think. I'm talking about Tweeter and the Monkey Man.
Oh, Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Yeah.
I think that's the name of the song.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
A lot of great drummers being dropped in here right now, and also to our veterans dropping in here, letting us know who they're organized with and their timelines here. Cheers to all of you. Thank you so much for your service.
It feels disingenuous now to go back to this, but
you can go back to it. Come on.
It is called.
We're talking music.
It is called Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Check it out. Traveling Wilburys. Listen to it on repeat. It's a fascinating story, like fascinating tale, I guess, for lyrics for a song. I like it.
One of my favorite stories about the Traveling Wilburys is that George Harrison, it was his idea to name the albums Volume 1 and Volume 3 because he wanted people to run around in record stores looking for Volume 2. That's kind of the move that you would make. It's a perfect troll job. I love it so much. Fantastic.
That's awesome.
I'm going to revisit this Clonakilty for my last pour of the night. This is going to be it.
Cool.
I can tell you were the last one to take it because the cork is totally crooked.
Yeah.
Good looking cork, though, on this one. Look at that with the whale tail. We like that.
I meant something different in the early 2000s.
Well,
that's our only cork.
Yeah, the rest of our screw tops.
All the other ones we have are screw tops.
Don't hate that either.
No. If we've learned anything from the Somm documentaries, it doesn't really make a difference.
If we've learned anything from tasting Irish whiskeys, it doesn't make a difference.
I will say,
although this is really good whiskey.
When we did the trivia night on whiskey.com's channel with Jason from the Mash and Drum.
Oh, the whiskeychannel.com. Yeah.
The only prep we did was watching that documentary on Hulu. The Neat documentary. And I was like, oh, for sure there's going to be some notes in here. I memorized the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. They did like a whole thing. Disappointing.
You were also reading me something right before we started. It was like in 1783, the Samuels family started distilling whiskey on this riverbank. And the first question that we got asked by Jason was, what is the distillery from 1783 on the riverbank? And I was like, I don't know. It was the Samuels family. And he was like, no, it's Evan Williams. And I was like, of course it was. I'm overthinking everything.
Also, like at that point, I was like, oh, we haven't studied it all. Like, I don't know why I'm reading this article right now. I'm going to say it was my fault. I'm going to take the heat on that one because my dedication to learning is pretty low.
Cheers to you, William Higgins. Thank you
Sláinte.
so much.
It's a lot harder to drink when there's nothing in the glass.
Can I get you something? Would you like something?
Okay.
Can I get you a Coy Hill or something?
I just thought that would make you laugh. And so
It did.
one of my top things in life is because I'm such an easy laugher.
Yeah.
It gets general. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, as we discussed at the top of the previous hour, I like laughing. And so if I can get Phil to laugh, who is not an easy laugher, I feel like I win.
Yeah. Ruby says you guys should have used flashcards. We still would have gotten it wrong because what we were thinking for 1783 was literally the Samuels family, which was definitely not helpful.
Stupid. Because 1783 is obviously
if we hadn't visited that website at all, it would have been 1783. Oh, Evan Williams.
You're like, well, I don't know the answer, but 1783 is made by Evan Williams, so why not?
I shouldn't have even thought of anything. I would have been better off not thinking.
Whatever. I feel like that was my influence. No, that's not true. As we've learned.
I'm an overthinker. I'm an underthinker. It's not your fault.
Yeah.
I'll say it. The Clonakilty is the best whiskey of the night. By far.
Yeah.
It coats well. It's chocolatey. It's beautiful. We're at 2 hours. We got to do the other giveaway.
All right. Yeah. So last chance to get into the second raffle. We're giving away these. Well, I don't have them out because those were at the beginning of the night. But let me see. One. Nope. I don't know where the other one is.
Right here.
Oh, we're giving away these cool glasses.
A set of our 5 Sip Friday glasses.
I'm excited. It's supposed to be 72 here next week, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to get out my short pants.
You do have nice legs.
Nice. What?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Long stems.
You got the stems?
Yeah.
Julie seems a bit wackadoo tonight. Yeah.
Oh, no. Wackadoo already. Oh, there's Ernie as a cat. We've been talking about you all night.
Come on, Ernie.
You're too late. You've been working too hard.
Do you have your randomizer going?
Yes. Oh, wait. I need to take out... no offense, Eric, but we don't want you to win twice.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you out.
I watched the past TBV videos for comfort and they help me sleep. I hope that's true. That makes me feel good.
Wait, the past who?
TBV, that's us.
Well, I didn't read it. Sorry.
Bill says there's a great line from Alfred Hitchcock's The Rope. It looks like there's too much air in your glass. Let me fix that. That's brilliant.
Wait, I want to make sure I got
Ruby
this
says
last.
Julie gave Phil a compliment. It doesn't
Oh,
often.
I did, Ruby. Thank you.
It doesn't often happen here on the Bourbon Van.
I thought that was a nice compliment.
I'll take it.
Do you want to talk about the creepy thing that you used to do when you were into cycling?
I would make people look at my calves because I was proud of them.
So creepy. It wasn't creepy. I was just like,
it was creepy. Of course, it was creepy. I wouldn't have done it otherwise.
I just remember
it was funny
being
to
like,
me.
I hate this. I hate what this is right now. Okay, shoot me our second winner.
Oh wait,
right.
How many numbers do we have?
Oh no, yeah. Oh, sorry, I got distracted by the chat.
No, Ernie, you didn't miss a section of the lyrics to the Foggy Dew, but if you'd like to lead the charge on that now, I would hang around for that.
Yeah. 248.
Okay, here we go.
It's decent. Thanks, guys. You guys are flipping amazing.
Seriously, Sláinte. Pick a number between 1 and 248.
It's 69.
Bourbon Van. Love it. Holy cow. It's Bill Becker. Yes! Our Irish.
I cannot. First off,
amazing.
It's 69. I'm screenshotting this. That's going on a t-shirt. And unbelievable.
Oh, love it. Bill Becker. 2 glasses coming your way.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
This was fantastic.
We started the top of the other hour by saying we were excited about Bill and Wendy's
Irishness.
and their participation in tonight's live stream paid off. Love it.
Congratulations to Bill. Congratulations, Eric, who won earlier.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Fantastic.
I'm so excited.
By the way, 2 Patreons.
Yes.
How about that?
Oh, that makes me very happy.
We'll
Yeah.
take that. That's fantastic. Cheers to all of you. Thank you so much for joining.
Here's the thing. Are we going to have a goodbye sip?
What does that mean?
We'll like stay for like another
A little splash?
Yeah, a little splash.
I think we should have we could have a splash. Yeah. If you guys got other streams to go to, go ahead and head out. But if,
Yes,
if
please.
not, let's have a splash. What would you like?
Yeah. Jameson. Wait, what did I just have? I just had Jameson, so I don't want to do that.
I went back to the Clonakilty. It's really nice.
Yeah, I'll finish up with Clonakilty.
Here you go.
Sweet.
We're all going to watch with bated breath to see what sort of pour this is going to be.
No. We still have an hour and 16.
It's starting to smell good over here, though.
I kind of feel like we're making you hang on until our dinner's ready.
Right. Yeah, we're teasing you until we can actually put a plate of corned beef in front of you. What are we having for a splash? Clonakilty. This is
a good splash.
Finished in
Ooh,
casks from Pelican Brewing Company. Original cask was bourbon. The finished casks are father of all tsunamis. Export stout, which is what Julie is drinking right here in the half-acre glass, representing Chicago. Fantastic.
Oh, representing Pacific City in the actual libation glass with Chicago. That's funny.
Calumet Farm 14-year out there for Blind Squirrel whiskey. Now, that's a good whiskey. We actually have seen 14 and 15 a lot in Oregon lately, that they're both around. Wendy's going to have a Hellcat Maggie. We appreciate that. We support that completely. We need to have another prize pick for that corned beef. I wish we could ship the corned beef.
No promises. I'm going to say, not a huge... Everyone raved about this stupid Instapot. I gave up my Bed Bath & Beyond crock pot for this expensive...
I liked your crock pot cooking, too.
Instant pot. And I feel like it was better in the old school crock pot.
Bill says Norman must have been drinking from Julie's stout glass.
Oh, yeah, he's passed out. He's over there on his little heated pad.
Oh, no, he's wrecked.
Yeah.
He's done.
He's doing that like weird thing cats do where they're all shut down, but their head is like hovering like this much above the table.
Be ready. I gotta be ready for anything just in case.
And I'm like, that doesn't seem comfortable. Just lay your head down.
What other live streams? Honestly, I don't know who's out there on Thursday nights.
So one of the reasons we decided to shift to Thursday was because there wasn't really anybody to do on Thursdays.
Right. Wednesday night was filled with kind of our favorite live streams to go to. I don't know who's out there on Thursdays.
Yeah. So thanks for coming, guys. 2 hours in. Still got a ton of people on here. I'm excited. I love St. Patrick's Day.
Grumpy Fart says an Irish goodbye. Taking more than 1 hour in which a new conversation begins. People can spend hours on end standing in the driveway talking, but this is not limited to Irish people. No, it's limited to Midwesterners by birth as well.
So we make a consistent joke over the years about how if we're at like, say, any kind of holiday, right? At my family, if you want to leave, say it's 2:00 and you want to leave at 3.
Yeah, something else.
You need to start saying goodbye at 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you start like, we're gonna leave and start doing the whatever, because there's leftovers getting packaged up. There's what about cookies?
There's gonna be a pie.
There's like, have you seen this new reupholstered sofa downstairs? Like, oh, I forgot to tell you about Aunt Grace's. I don't have an Aunt Grace, but like Aunt Grace's pillow. I don't know. Like, there's so much stuff. So it definitely
Pillow.
Yeah, it definitely feels like you need an hour.
You're funny. Ethan says it's because y'all are the best. Duh. We appreciate that, Ethan.
Yeah.
Blind Squirrel Whiskey Nut says, love your live streams. You guys are kick ass. We'll take that. Eric says it's the same with us Jews too. Yeah, totally. Yeah, this is something that does not divide us. This is something that we all
Brings us
can
together.
appreciate. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, this is what I keep saying this. The more we travel, the more we learn that there's tons of things bringing us together and very few things actually pulling us apart.
yeah.
This is one of those things that we can all recognize.
Well, and it's so funny because like we joke about it, and I'm like, in the moment, you're like so annoyed. Like you're like, oh my god, I just want to like go home already. But like thinking back, like it brings you so much like happiness and joy about how like ridiculous it is. My siblings and I talk weekly on like the ridiculousness of our family, but that doesn't make us
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what binds
I know
you
that
as
doesn't
siblings.
make us love each other any less.
Bill says that our local curated whiskey shop, Storied Company, has a Redbreast 25 for about $500. Keeps calling my name, but thankfully I don't arrive there until after drinking. Maybe we all pull that together, but maybe that's because it's a 25.
Oh, snap.
I think that's a great idea. We should all go in on it together, but that's because I've been drinking.
Yeah.
Melissa says, love our TBV whiskey family. Are you going to get the cat? No. Okay. Nothing better than corned beef quaffing in the air while drinking good whiskey and friends.
Actually, when you're walking around, it's
everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
What does the Calumet Farm 14 taste like? Robert, we actually did a 5-sip Friday of that, and I found a ton of, well, we both did. I found a ton of Barton flavors. It's butterscotch. It's a little bit of that bubble gum. It's nice oak, a tiny bit of bitterness that actually paired really well with the sweetness, and it was well balanced. The Cal Farm 14 and the 15, I think, are stellar bottles. I'm not a big, like, over $100 per bottle guy when it comes to whiskey, but there are a couple of them that definitely hit that mark that you're like, oh, I would spend $100 for that again. That's two of them. Keith says, I'm going to keep an eye out for the OGD hoodie. Absolutely. The long goodbyes, the driveway waving and waving and waving. Absolutely. The bourbon wrench is here. Nerds. Yeah. Cheers, Trevor. We were talking about you earlier tonight. We're going to talk about you again. We'll talk about you all the time. The Kentucky Owl St. Patrick's Day edition. Not sure about the $149 price tag. Robert, so multiple people are drinking that in this chat tonight. We've never actually seen that bottle. If you are drinking that tonight, holler at us. Let us know what you think of it so that Robert knows if it's worth the price tag. Somebody earlier said $130, I believe, and said that they didn't think that it was quite worth that, even though they were enjoying it. So if that's the case, holler at us. Let us know so that Robert has that feedback.
I found a cat. He was on his way to dinner.
Bourbon of the Week says, cheers, y'all. Got to close up the ice cream shop. Great night as always. Man, do your ice cream and bourbon pairing.
We keep talking about this.
We talk about it all the time by ourselves.
I know you've got like a whiskey pecan scoop or something going on. We'll collab. I've yet to visit Pennsylvania, actually. I've never been. I've been to New York.
I've been to Philadelphia.
That's it.
I went to Philadelphia.
I was going to say that's as close as I've gotten to Pennsylvania, but yeah.
The Bourbon Ranch is going to talk about us. Do you have a live stream tonight? I thought you were a Friday guy. Maybe the Bourbon Ranch is doing something tonight.
Oh, snap. If so, we'll be in.
We'll pop in, yeah.
Wait, we should have. I feel like I got a notification earlier and I was busy. I'm sorry.
Cal Farm 14 sounds great, but it's also 150 here in Northern Kentucky. Yeah, 150. I don't know.
What did we get?
We got the 15 year for 130. No, we got it for 120.
And what year are we talking about?
The 15, and he's talking about the 14.
Oh.
And the 15 is better than the 14.
Oh,
I liked the 14. I thought it was sweeter, but the 15 actually has more, like, as you get down in the bottle, the richness, the intensity of it, it balances out nicer. Eric says, my 60th is coming up, and I'm treating myself to a Barry Crockett Legacy Pot Still Whiskey. I love that historical stuff. That's fantastic. ECBP and strawberry ice cream for Gerardo. Love that.
I love strawberry ice cream.
Oh, Bourbon Rush says he's not going live tonight. Don't worry. Going live tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. We'll see you there.
Yeah. Butter pecan ice cream with bourbon. Yes. This is what I keep talking about. There's got to be a perfect bourbon for butter pecan ice cream. And because Bourbon of the Week, his family owns an ice cream shop, get in there and do that video. I think that that's the most important work being done in the bourbon world this year. I'm ready for
Especially
it.
spring is here, baby. Like, let's start eating some ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime we like, it's so funny because we actually went out earlier this week. It feels like he's like, "Oh, you ready to go home?" I'm like, "I could get some ice cream." We didn't, but like, there's never a bad time to eat ice cream.
Well, there's better times than others.
I mean, but yeah, winter's not a great time, but yeah. Fans, say goodbye to your
Still-
loyal fans.
Gerardus is still Austin. Is that barrel proof for $35 passerby? That's a buy. $35. I mean,
Still Austin?
we bought
is
the-
it the one? Well, we have the musician, right?
we got the musician, which is 90 or 92 proof.
I don't remember what
And
we
that
paid
was
for it. and I thought-
$40.
Yeah, and I thought it was. I thought that's a buy.
That's a buy.
That's it. I don't know if you guys are into any kind of. So we subscribe to the Ginger Runner. We have for a long time, but he reviews gear, like a
Yeah.
lot of. I mean, he does a lot of other stuff too, but reviews gear. And one of the things he does
his
is
head on that box.
buy, lie, or try. And I would say the Still Austin is a buy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah.
My whiskey gone. How's yours? How's your
Mine's here,
whiskey
but I'm
holding out,
good.
as the kids say?
Yeah, I'm good. I still have to make the cabbage for tonight's meal.
Oh yeah, we're whipping up some. We'll just have something.
Well, I have all the potatoes and the onions and the garlic and the carrots in the slow cooker.
Oh my god.
But they said they were supposed to put the cabbage in 2 hours earlier, and that was just kind of conflict with what we were doing here. So I'm gonna do that on the side.
We're not exactly following any kind of rules tonight.
I'm pretty sure Irish people don't use a crock pot to make their corned beef and cabbage.
Bill says you have to try Balcones single malt cask strength. It will change your life. Is that okay? So let
Wait,
me
that's
ask you
the
this:
Austin
is
one,
it,
right?
Yeah, is that? Well, it's Balcones. I'm not sure where they're at. 108 proof is what the single malt Balcones is here in Oregon. Is that the one you're talking about? Because I tried it. It's amazing. And on Monday, Trailhead Liquor here locally was choosing a single barrel of it. And tomorrow, actually, we're going to be. Well, I'm going to go. I don't think you're going to go. You have to let me know.
I was running into a couple meeting things that I had.
I don't know if you're going to be there or not, but there's a Heaven's Door single barrel being chosen tomorrow that we're going to be a part of.
Yeah.
I'm going to be part of. Hopefully, you're going to be a part of.
Well, my one thing got canceled, so I don't
Okay.
know if we're able. If Peach Coke is still on,
Yeah. But Balcones single malt, tried it, really enjoyed it. Haven't talked about it on the channel. I haven't gotten a bottle of it yet. But that single malt, that single barrel was being chosen on Monday. So I'm excited about that brand and about that product.
yeah.
Really stoked to try more of that.
Well, this was fun.
This was fun.
I want to say a huge thanks for joining us tonight. We do love St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys do too. Thanks for joining us.
I look forward to
Congratulations.
this all week.
I know you have, or all month actually.
Yeah.
We've been talking. We've been talking about what we've been wanting to do for a while. Congrats to Eric and Bill. Glasses coming your way.
Well done. Cheers.
Stay tuned for some more videos. We've got cool stuff coming up. So 5 Cent Friday.
Excited about the stuff we're doing.
Yeah, 5 Cent Friday revisited next week. 5 Cent Friday starts in April.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the Friday stuff. And on Monday next week, Elijah Gregg, Barrel Proof A122 Blind Flight.
Blind Flight.
The following week, the top 5 whiskeys from Oregon, which is something that everybody's going to, there's a lot of channels collaborating with us
Yeah,
on.
we're doing a big
We're all
collab.
doing the top 5 whiskeys from our state.
Yeah.
Which
So
should be
I think
fun.
that's going to be really fun, and it's awesome that we can get other people involved as well. So thanks for joining us. This was great. Just love you guys.
Bill says his Balcones is 136 proof, way hotter than anything we've tried from that brand. So definitely different.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to have a splash. I need to pour a splash. I don't want to cheers with
You can't cheer
beer
from
at the end of the
empty.
night. We're cheersing with whiskey at the end of the night because that's what we
That's-
do, ladies and
yeah.
gentlemen. Thank you to everybody who was here tonight. We had honestly a great time. I had high expectations for tonight, and I had so much fun that it met every expectation.
Yeah. And I'm like a low expectation gal because I always want to be impressed with how much fun I'm having. And I had high expectations, and it
Ever since you
and it
married me,
exceeded.
low expectations.
Totally.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much to all of you. I would do one of these fantastic
Wait, where's Bill? Give us a
Give us a
I
cheers
was
to
gonna
go
say an
off on.
Irish goodbye, but like that would mean we just like
Just disappear.
but like give us a good cheers to send us off. Or Wendy, give us a good cheers to send us off.
Even the one that you did before, because I can't scroll all the way back and find it.
Yeah.
Eric says this has been the highlight of my week, and patience didn't make me late this time. Cheers to you, Eric. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully it's getting
Melissa
better.
wants to know how the meal turns out. We will post it on Patreon in
Mhm.
just a little bit. Well, thank you so much to all of you for showing up tonight. Like we keep saying, this has been the highlight of our week, and we had a great time. And
See you later.
Julie just did an Irish goodbye.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Thanks
From
again
wherever we are.
to wherever you are.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day!